Born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Rich and high. Lex. Yeah. Yo. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple dickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. Ladies, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your best friend could go and develop a new twerk scene. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Understand you can't hurt me. I got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple dickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. rocking that bestest. Yeah, God, you know we do it. One showing off, yo, we come to cruise ship. Yeah, it's that 86M. I see you hate, but you rating them. Don't make sense like paying with card. Who do you know that's slaying this hard? Beats be banging, we making this God. Have your girlfriend run straight to my yard and have her up in my bed. Yup, 20 minutes I'm dead. I tell her okay leave. No Snapchat or back chat please. What color is your backpack? Yep, green. Tell your boyfriend he's a whack twat G. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Let's go. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Got a couple dickies chilling in my room. We'll be shaking it like the twerk team. Lady, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your bestie could go and develop a new twerk scene like. Shaking it like a twerk team. Shake it.
Hold up your sign though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you dry, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stories. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. No. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Ha. Rush. Take off. Rush at the rush.
It's hard, you know? I just wish someone on my team would have told me. Apparently, I'm really not that good with this thing. Also, I die way too often in apartments. Seem to never have enough money on buy rounds. And flashed 4 teammates just yesterday. Wait, what? I didn't.
You did, Sean.
Oh. But I'm much better with the 5-7 than you are, Elias. And I got 34 entry kills last week. And I should actually be playing B-site. I'm much more useful over there.
What grade did you get this week?
I got a C. That's not too bad. Right?
Let's go.
Nope. Gotta go. If you want to know what you're good at, and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Sie sind am Zug. Wechseln Sie jetzt Ihr Internet zu Swisscom und wir schenken Ihnen ein Jahr lang das beliebteste TV der Schweiz und Netflix. Aber nur bis am 5. April.
Yes, nice shot, my friend.
Cheaters ruining your plays?
I have eyes on the enemy.
Bad servers stopping your shots? What you need is ESEA. Advanced anti-cheat to stop cheaters. And the best servers around, all with 128 tick rate. ESEA, the best way to play CSGO.
You ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Psst. Rejoignez maintenant Swisscom pour votre accès Internet et nous vous offrons pendant toute une année la TV préférée de Suisse et Netflix. Mais seulement jusqu'au 5 avril.
What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Season 5 of the ESL Swisscom Hero League. The first time this season with us. My name is Remo, and with me is Kairos.
Hello, people.
How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic. Super happy to be here. Finally again, some CS.
Yes.
Good to be back. Super comfortable here in the studio again.
Yeah.
Awesome. All around. really looking forward to this evening, and obviously very happy to have you on my side again.
Yes, actually, I was pleased to hear that you will join me again. So
for sure.
I'm looking forward for an awesome season of CS:GO. We have some new teams. We have some returning teams. Some have split up, but it's definitely getting very interesting with each match day, even more so.
For sure.
And tonight we will have a classic when it comes to Swiss esports, so to speak.
Yeah.
Mindsanity versus Arctic Gaming on the first match, and then on the second match we will have Fragbox versus CG. What do you make out of those matches?
Especially looking for the first one, Mindsanity, Arctic, to absolutely, I wouldn't say ancient teams in the Swiss esports scene, but very established.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Certainly super well known, have been around for a very, very long time. They have gone through different iterations, obviously, as have all organizations, really. But super lucky to be having them on stream tonight, and looking forward especially to this one. Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at the schedule for tonight. As we just said, Mindsanity versus Arctic Gaming. Obviously, we have a game off stream as well, which will be Fragbox versus Gaijin. So they will be prepared for their match against CG afterwards, as well as Bobos Gaming versus Jersey Boys. Fragbox, that's a rough evening they have today.
Yeah, Fragbox, they will be tested for sure. It's going to take quite a lot of mental strength for them to pull through, especially obviously going up against two really big teams in Gaijin and CG. And I kind of want to touch on CG Fragbox real quick as well. I think it might be a very interesting one, especially to see where these teams actually stand right now.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, obviously. So it should be a good one as well.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at the standings so far after the first matches have been played. Prefu reigning on top, although that might be a bit misleading due to their death win against Arctic Gaming last week. We also see Mindsanity on second place after their win against Jersey Boys, and then it's kind of obvious Bobos Gaming with their win against Fragbox. That one is unusual. I would have probably guessed a more close result in that match.
Yeah, I guess, what can you say? It's early days, you know. Maybe the teams haven't really entirely arrived really in the season as of yet. Obviously, looking at this table right now, we will be seeing a lot of movement through the rankings, still yet to come. Prefu, obviously, they have been around last season. They have been battling through. Not entirely a dream run, I would say, but certainly looking forward to develop on what they have learned last season. So should be a good one all around.
Although we gotta say they're probably the underdogs this season as well. So what do you make out of that? Is their goal to just stay in the league at this point, or
no?
Do you think they should
not.
push for more?
No, absolutely not. I think they're one of those teams that are striving to better themselves and to climb the rankings quite aggressively. So I am really probably challenging them right now to come up against the big boys and stay to play. Yep.
All right, let's get into tonight's first match, Mindsanity versus Arctic Gaming. Not that much we know about Arctic Gaming right now due to their death loss, but the players certainly have their names, so they're known. But let's first have a look at Mindsanity, obviously, as the home team tonight. Linex, Roland Compe, Sherby Doody. A new team, but looking good.
Well, you can't really say. Well, a new team, yeah. They have new additions to their team.
Yeah.
But obviously also players that we've seen for a long time now. Linux obviously has quite established his position now in this team. Compe obviously a legend as well. And let's have a look at the stats so far. Obviously this is from this season. Average KD, pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah, 1.26, not too bad.
Best maps, obviously not a whole lot to go off here.
Yeah.
In the first.
There's actually two there, because they did win the train as well. First game
fair enough.
They had versus Jersey Boys, they did win on the Dust 2 and train.
Indeed they did.
Let's have a look at Arctic Gaming now. As we just said, a new team, but with Dance, Magix, well-known players, and I'm really looking forward actually to see them play again.
Absolutely. Aragorn, I've seen him around as well, I'm pretty sure. Bank and Canoe, to me at least, new names. Have you seen them play before?
I've heard them, but I don't think I've ever seen them play actually. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
And they certainly should be very hot to give us a good performance tonight, especially after that Death Loss.
I agree. Dance is actually Dance has been playing in a final already, so he should be ready to rock the scene here again with Arctic Gaming. As we go to the stats, actually, yeah, there's not that much.
Yeah, well, that's what you end up with the Death Loss, right? Yeah. Very unlucky. I think it was down to technical difficulties.
Yes.
So not much you can do there. But as I said before, they will be here throughout the season, and they're here to prove their worth and show us what they can do.
Yeah. What I thought this was interesting, I had a short chat with Dance about that Death Loss, and he said that they were actually playing the whole day.
Yep.
But right when the match started, one of their players had issues, which, like, I looked at it and I was like, all right, he had issues, but you played the whole day on a Tuesday?
Well,
as a team?
You know, dedication.
Yeah. I thought that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it probably shows as well how serious they're taking this, right?
Yeah.
They certainly are prepared, and listen, more power to them. If they can arrange that, awesome. Love to see it. Absolutely brilliant.
All right. While we're still waiting for the teams to join the server, I have a question for you.
Sure.
If you would be guessing the finalists right now.
Already? Wow, you're putting me on the spot. No way. No way. I have nothing to go off.
Nothing?
No, come on.
If you look at the lineups, the players.
Well, what would be? You know what? I'm not going to give you a final.
All right.
Because this is way too far out into the blue. I will make a prediction about one of the teams that we're about to see. I'm calling my Insanity to the playoffs.
To the playoffs?
Yes.
Not to the finals. All right.
To the playoffs. I'm being careful here.
That is kind of expected, though, isn't it?
Is it really?
I think so, yeah.
I think that's actually not completely. Okay, I'll give them a semi-final spot.
All right, good. I'm going to go ahead and give them a final spot then.
All right, okay. Sure.
Let's do that.
Go ahead. Let's do this.
All right.
Let's do this.
Let's jump into the map votes for today's first match. As we see Inferno bans, Nuke bans by My Insanity. Arctic Gaming, on the other hand, bans Vertigo and Train, which leaves us with Dust 2 and Mirage. The auto ban goes to Overpass, so yeah. Default?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Incredibly so. Albeit, I guess, Dust 2 not as much a standard pick as it used to be.
That is true, yeah.
Some time ago.
Yeah.
But obviously, Mirage, you can't really have a CS day without at least one map on Mirage, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It feels like
I
this,
think we never experienced that, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. No, we haven't.
I don't think so, probably.
You don't think so?
No.
We'll have to check that.
I think
we'll have
I've
to look
seen
over
more
the stats.
Mirage than any other maps combined, actually.
That might actually be a fair point.
But that goes into I have probably played more Mirage than any other maps together.
As has everyone.
Yeah, probably.
Let's face it. Mirage basically took over the role of most played map in CS:GO from Dust 2, I guess. And probably actually one of the reasons why many people actually crave for a bit of a change and for Mirage to be removed from the active map pool.
That would be a big change, actually, because I see it like a lot of people are actually split between these decisions to remove Mirage or to remove another map and maybe rework something like Cobblestone. I think
I hate to bring it up, but have you had a quick look at the new Tuscan?
No, not yet.
No?
No.
You need to check it out. There is footage out there in the interwebs.
Ooh.
It is being remade, remodeled, and retextured.
Oh.
First and foremost, it's going to get a pretty different styling, actually. It's
I
looking
like
it's
them.
looking very, very promising, I have to say.
Yeah.
Looks like a super cool map.
Is it community made or by Valve itself?
It's by the original creator.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
I love that one.
So that certainly should be interesting. Especially, they are trying to keep it actually very close to the original 1.6 form.
Yeah.
So not too many big changes.
Yeah.
But a lot of small improvements and tweaks and whatnot. And underground is being remodeled.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
Ah,
so yeah,
sounds interesting.
it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah. Let's just hope it gets better in the end than Cash.
Well, Cash was an idea, right?
I liked it way more before.
That
actually.
really didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's which is a shame because I always liked Cash. Cash was one of those happy-go-lucky fun maps.
Yeah.
To play and to cast actually.
Yeah. But the new one, I liked the changes. Like if you look at the changes separately, I like them. But all in all, like put all the changes together, I just don't like the map right now.
Fair enough.
Like opening up A side, I think was a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
I love the way you have way
big,
more positions to play.
I'm a big fan on the of the A-bomb side
Yes.
on Cash right now. Yeah.
But also like the middle window and all those kinds of changes.
Yeah, the mid-window situation is a difficult one. I don't think it actually provides that much diversity of playstyle when taking over mid-control.
That's true.
CG still have a very, very firm grip. It just makes it more difficult, I guess, for the Ts to take it. And then again, I have to admit, I haven't really seen high-level gameplay on it so far. I don't think.
That is true as well.
So it would be quite interesting to at least get it back into the competitive map pool and have a go at it.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's green, sure.
Imagine them
Green's not a bad
replacing
call.
Mirage with Cash.
But a possibility, I would say.
Please don't.
Why? You want to
It's
keep
like-
Mirage around?
Yeah.
No, come on. Mirage so...
Well, if you want to replace Mirage, you've got to bring up something, right?
Yeah, I guess
That is not Cash.
true. Something new certainly would feel fresh, would be
Yes.
entertaining and pretty cool to have a look at. But then again, we're back to the old discussion of how often should there be rotations in general in the CS:GO map pool.
Yeah, I think more frequent changes would actually. I would actually quite like more frequent changes. That would probably also kind of shuffle around the top teams way more, and could make a lot more interesting.
It would certainly put them into a very challenging position,
Yes.
which would be fun to see.
All right, we're ready to start the game soon. Once again, make sure to go on Twitter, go on social media, use that hashtag ESL Swiss. Tell us what you think. Would you like to have Mirage removed, or and would you like to have Cash back, or something else? Maybe Tuscan. I'm still rooting for Cobblestone.
Yeah,
I will never stop
not my cup
believing.
of tea. Please don't.
Cobblestone was the best map
Yeah, no.
CS had to offer.
No, you're biased.
Why?
It was the only map you had success on in your shabby team. So
Is that true?
there's that. Yeah, apparently so. Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I don't know. Insider information, I guess.
All right. I wonder what your source was, but
Well, you know exactly what my source is.
Dennis?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
He's raving on all the time about it.
Well, I remember a Cash game where we were.
on Cobblestone. It was so fun because we lost every other
No,
game
if
we
he's
played
talking
ever.
about those wins, he's talking about the Cash win we had once in the semi-final, where we were back like 12-1.
Oh, that's the one you always go on about. It's funny. I guess everyone who's listening right now can realize that you've basically won 2 maps
in my
your whole
entire
career. Yeah.
I won
Kind
more.
of feels bad, doesn't it?
I'd say I won more. Well, not me, but the team.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair
Always
enough.
going for
At least some decency.
Yeah, that's true. What do you, by the way, make of the second game while we're still waiting for the players?
Yeah, I was actually
Yeah.
trying to touch on it earlier. And Frapbox Gaming is one of those teams that I'm really looking forward to seeing how they will fare this season. And I'm super intrigued by their lineup and their performances. So I think it will be a very cool kind of update and first situation check for those 2 teams, which is really cool. CG obviously as well. that goes for them as well. Really looking forward to seeing them back in action again, and I'm really interested in how well they play as a team.
Yeah, because we do know DKH is some kind of like, he's a good in-game leader. He likes to do strategies to prepare, to really prepare his team on the maps, and I wonder if they come up with something that might give him kind of like the edge against a team like CG, or even before that match, a team like Gaijin. And I also wonder, he's the kind of guy that would prepare Vertigo, I think. And
yeah,
go
I
for
could
a
see that
Vertigo
happen,
pick.
Yeah.
And
that would be awesome.
I would actually love to see that, yeah.
I think Vertigo is still, weirdly enough, a not very often played map in the Swiss scene, which is so strange to me, because so many smaller teams that don't necessarily have the raw firepower to dominate could make use of that map and make it their own and absolutely start to dominate on it.
Yeah, we kind of saw the international scene shift towards Vertigo way more.
Yeah, many teams actually picked it up, yes, absolutely.
And I love actually seeing it, because there's so much new to discover, to see during the games now, some new smokes, boosts, all the kind of things.
Well, let's be honest. So far, it still is pretty much an A-Go simulator, right?
Yeah,
it's just
that's true.
You go A.
Yeah, I agree.
You fight for A ramp, and once in a blue moon, you try something different, and either it works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
But you always come back to it in the end.
That's true.
So it probably still needs a little bit of tweaking.
It has gone through a lot of tweaks already.
And most of them good.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say.
Yeah.
It plays right now much better than early on.
Early on it was kind of strange.
I had a really difficult time to enjoy myself on Vertigo early on, I have to say.
Yeah.
It almost felt slightly claustrophobic at times.
Yeah.
It is very dense, it was very tight, and there's not a lot of room to move around to kind of be dynamic. It's very static playstyle, which obviously brings new challenges and is fun to see, especially when spectating really good teams and players on it. But for me personally, it really never kind of hit the spot.
Yeah. What I think is interesting about Vertigo, if you look at it, it is a 2-layer map, but I feel way more comfortable on it than on something like Nuke, where you have 2 layers as well. But to me, the steps and all the things that go about this 2-layer thing seem way more natural and way better. So I would actually love kind of like a Nuke update with maybe some kind of technologies they've used on Vertigo.
Yeah, you see, funny you would say that, because in my humble opinion, take it for whatever it's worth, I think Nuke is, as of right now, one of the most refined maps in the map pool. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I honestly,
except for those. Yeah. Except for the steps, I agree with you.
Yes, sound issues aside.
Yeah.
They are still, well, not exactly where you want them, but I do think it's a deeper lying problem with Counter-Strike's engine.
Probably.
Otherwise, they would have fixed it by now, right? So there's that. It's only a guess, but what more can you expect from Valve? They don't really communicate all that often, right?
That is
At
true.
least not on topics like this.
That
but
is true.
From a game point perspective, I'd have to say Nuke, I really couldn't think of many things that I wanted to change on that map.
Yeah, that is true. Especially like with the remake, the way better performance now, with all those performance issues fixed. I kind of like the map. I never liked it before, but for some reason it kind of has grown on me during the past few weeks and months.
Interesting. So the old Nuke, you didn't really like to play it?
I liked it even more actually. Like the thing was, I liked Nuke, and then they remade it, and I was like, nah, not my kind of type.
Okay.
Now I suddenly like it again. Maybe it's just because I'm bored of Mirage.
Probably
that might be true. But it's also like if you play pucks, it gets picked way more often. Before it was kind of like a safe ban along with Train, but right now it kind of stays open until the very last few picks.
Well, you can only play Mirage and Inferno so often, right?
That is true again, yeah.
It just gets so very stale at some point.
Yeah.
And those two maps, good as they are, don't get me wrong. I do think Mirage and Inferno both are brilliant maps in their own right.
Yeah.
But they've just been around for too long now.
Yeah, although Inferno has at least been remade at some point.
Yeah, visually.
Yep. No, not only visually. Banana has changed so much.
Banana has changed. What else has changed? The A-bomb side slightly.
Yeah, the A-bomb side a bit.
It's slightly more open. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Doesn't really change anything
no,
gameplay-wise, though,
but
right?
the thing is if you change something on a map like Inferno, like you change Banana, that's like a huge change.
Is it though?
It is.
In the bigger picture? I don't think so.
I think it's way easier to approach now for Ts. Like Inferno was so CT-sided back then, just because Banana was so narrow and so hard to actually take. Just the fact they've changed Banana kind of like changed the dynamic of Inferno by a lot, I think. Because right now you have a way better ability to take map control on both sides, whereas before you kind of had to like commit a lot of manpower and utility towards Banana to take it.
That is a fair point. I will give you that. If you were going for a Banana take as a terrorist, you certainly had to expend more manpower and utility than you need now.
Yeah.
Especially if, for example, if you decide to attack it mid-round or something. So that's true. So it opens up. It opens up slightly more manpower and utility usage on the rest of the map for sure. But still, in the bigger picture, it's just we've seen it all.
That is true. Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah. We do have all the players ready on the server at least, so it's gonna be a matter of seconds until we can start the first match of today. Once again, guys, go on social media, use the hashtag ESLSwiss. Tell us what you think. If you think Inferno has changed much, or if I am totally wrong. I'd actually be curious to see what others think about that one.
Yeah, Inferno is an interesting point of discussion, really, because Mirage, obviously, I think it is kind of approaching the end of its life cycle. Nobody really would argue against that.
That's true, yeah.
Inferno is a different type of discussion, I think.
It has 2 more years.
2 more years. Okay, whatever is 2 more years. 2 years is nothing. Just think back. 2 years ago, that was 2019.
Yes.
That is horrible. I don't really want to think more about that. But
that was
2019 was for me at least. It was just now. It just passed.
Yeah. I'm trying to kind of like recapture 2 years ago and what we had back then. Was Cobble already gone?
I'm sure it was.
Probably, right?
It must have gone. Yeah. Cobble had a very, very short lifetime, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. I picked the right lifetime for him.
It was really easy to see that it was not a good Counter-Strike map.
Yeah, they reworked it as well.
That is true.
And after the rework, it was kind of dead. They took it out of the map pool, reworked it, and everyone was like, oh, it's gonna get back into the map pool. But then they were like, actually, let's not do that.
Yeah, they hit us with the Vertigo. Wasn't Vertigo the map that came in?
No, Vertigo was
point?
the match to came in. The map to came in for cash, I think.
Was it? See, that's what I'm saying. It's all a blur. I'm losing my mind.
It's fine though.
Thinking about Counter-Strike history.
As long as your mind is here on DE Dust 2 right now.
Oh, it very much is.
Everything is fine.
Still waiting.
We can do a match prediction while we're waiting for the map to reload. What do you think? You can't predict the finals, but surely you can do the match.
Yes. I will. Well, first map or match in general? Like 2 maps.
Let's go for the map first.
The map. Okay, Mirage. I do believe Mind Sanity will take it.
Alright. What makes you think that?
I feel like Linux will have prepared his team for that matchup. And I do feel like they themselves think they feel at home on Mirage.
All right.
They should be pretty confident going into this one.
All right. I actually think it's going to be a very close one.
That's not a prediction.
But I'm going to give the edge to my Insanity as well. On Dust 2, however, I think Arctic Gaming could be good for a surprise. But I'm still going to go for my Insanity just because my mind is like, it's my Insanity, dude.
Yeah. I try to think back. Didn't we have last season a match day where they picked Dust 2 and absolutely got stomped on it?
That's true, but the lineup has changed so much. And they've had so much time. And they even if you spoke to them about that match, Linux was like...
Which I did, yeah.
Yeah, Linux was like, well, we were actually prepared, but something kind of struck us right at the beginning of the map. And then we were just kind of lost.
Yeah, they really couldn't get back into it.
Yeah.
Which was actually very unexpected for me to hear. Because I always felt like they were a team that was very good on the composure side of things. So to hear that was
like
very weird.
I'd say with most people I play, for example, it's a chill out lobby as well. But sometimes it just gets heated up. Like, it all depends on what kind of day you have, what happens during the day or before the match, the talks before the match.
True.
Then everything is just heated up and you kind of can't focus again.
Certainly happens, yeah. Maybe it was just one of those days. It probably was, actually.
Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't really want to go too deep into it.
They did have a good season still, though.
Very much so, absolutely. And to no one's surprise, really, I would say.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like they delivered where they should and came short where they were expected to.
Yeah, that is true.
So
I was kind of sad to see them part ways, but I'm very, very stoked for the new lineup, actually. I think Linux has put together a very, very strong team if you give them the time to develop.
Yes. In general, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that he actually worked quite hard to get his team together.
Yes.
So there should be an equivalent of effort go into the development of that team as well. So
looking forward to it. Also looking forward to see them progress during the season, which is one thing that I always love to see when teams start off their season and you kind of see one or two problems, and then throughout the season they just get better and better and better and get into a run, and you just see them progress, and then at the end of the season, disband.
Well, welcome to the Swiss CSC.
Yeah, that's kind of true, right?
Unfortunately.
We just did have a server outage, so the server died. Players are rejoining, and we're getting ready to hopefully start the first map. We haven't talked about the predictions for the second map all too often, or you didn't predict.
Well, I didn't predict Dust 2 yet because Dust 2 is such a difficult map to predict anything on.
But you're a professional, you're an expert.
Well, of course, I am. Very much so. And still I have absolutely no clue. I have to say...
if you quickly close your eyes, listen to your heart. Is it slightly blue or really blue?
Compass gonna pop off.
Compass gonna pop off? So
yeah.
You're going with my Insanity then as well.
Yeah, Compass is one of these annoying guys to play against.
What's kind of interesting as well is Dust 2 has been the pick of my Insanity again.
Yeah, I know. Which makes me slightly nervous. But we'll see.
Another thing, they did win the map 16-4, if I'm not mistaken, last week against Jersey Boys.
16-4. That's
so
quite dominant.
They're up for something, I think.
So that would be obviously quite simple decision to try go for Dust 2 again.
Yeah. And actually, now that we talk about, I remember Sherpy. We had a match last season by Sherpy, and he was an absolute beast on Dust 2 A side, CT side.
True, I remember that.
I think it even went to overtime, and then they managed to win it.
Yeah,
he had like 40 kills.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. It's one of those matches that you just can't really make up. It was really entertaining to watch.
That is true, yeah.
Really absolutely fantastic.
Looks like the server or The server is up and the players are up on the server as well.
I do see 10 players on the server.
Yes, that's a good sign. The restart is happening. Looks like we will have that knife round in any second now. Although Compa seems AFK.
No, he's here.
Oh, he's here.
He's just trolling.
Maybe he is. Who knows? As the knife round is going on. Would you like to start on the CT side? Do you think that makes a difference?
Dust 2? No, absolutely not. Doesn't matter.
You think so?
On Dust 2, no.
Even
it's just
like
whatever.
Just trying to get some
Coin toss.
confidence.
I guess in a team situation, you certainly have kind of a routine to go through at the beginning of a map. So you tend to know what the first couple of steps into the game are, right?
Yeah.
And I would assume that as a team you do have a preferred kind of opening phase to a map. So that probably decides whether you prefer T or CT side on Dust 2. But that's pretty much it.
Good to hear. We are live as we see Shuby with his beautiful knife running towards A-Long. And interestingly enough, Arctic Gaming not defending A-Long at all. Instead, they go for a very aggressive short peek, and they might be successful here. Shuby is now the only one in front of A-Long as Canoe makes sure there's no one coming in lower. Duty spots the first player, doesn't pop off that head, as Mush is now moving back, and My Insanity, they do have A-Long control.
Very cautious approach here coming through from My Insanity. They certainly hit the right read. And with 2D lurking through lower tunnels, he might even catch a glimpse of the short defender there. But as I said, at My Insanity, they do start to move up onto the A-bomb side, which was left wide open for the taking by Arctic Gaming. And it should be only a matter of seconds until the bomb gets planted, most likely for short. After all, Linux needs to stay alive here. Good frag coming out onto Mush. Anna now together with Canoe in a fairly difficult situation. Canoe losing his teammate almost instantly, and now in a 1 versus 3 retake situation on the A-bomb side. Quite a difficult task ahead of him. Spots the first player on short. Should expect one still to be stuck around close by. Expects him Gandalf. I think it just heard him in CT. Can't hit the shot. Compa too hot. Takes him down, and that's going to be the first round. Going the way of My Insanity.
Yeah, nice take there. Arctic Gaming going for a special approach to not cover A-Long at all, but they did have the read, although My Insanity was just too strong on the W key at the end there. 1-0, comfortable lead, and instantly going for 2 AKs. On the other hand, we have Arctic Gaming with a force. We see that scout on Dance, and we also do know that he can be massive with that weapon.
Absolutely. 4 Deagles in play as well, as you would expect, together with that scout. Super lethal combination. And Arctic Gaming so far not going too aggressive, as My Insanity just sits back and tries to figure out what they are up against.
Yeah, very slow approach, waiting for any mistakes by Arctic. Not seeing any.
Which isn't really a surprise. After all, second round buys are so incredibly dangerous, as we get demonstrated here by Mush, together with a good team flash from Aragorn onto short. They will open up this second round with a kill onto Linux, and Shuby has gone down as well. That wasn't actually in T-spawn or all the way up.
Yeah, and
how in the world did that happen? Must have been Dance with the scout,
It has
right?
been Dance indeed,
Yep.
with his scout. And just like that, My Insanity now facing a pretty dire situation actually. 2 players on the B-bomb side. 1 kill would be absolutely massive for Canoe. Does he make that? Ah, he sees the player, doesn't get the kill. But Dance is here. Can he make the difference? Mush gets a kill. Dance doesn't hit any players right now. 3 versus 2. My Insanity is on side. 2 AKs in hands. Dance pushes in. Doesn't get the kill as Compa. It's going absolutely massive. He gets a free K to take home the round for My Insanity. All in all, 4 kills for Compe.
There he is.
Yeah. Nice eco farm.
Yeah, good composure. They kept it together. Made good work of those AKs. Still, obviously, when it comes down to it, AK over Deagles, it's just a massive advantage. And they sure as hell didn't want to let that second round go the way of Arctic Gaming.
Yeah, and they, on the other hand, have now a short push prepared with another short flash. Dance is being spotted.
Obviously, pretty much a complete eco. Bit of a Hail Mary play. Push into mid. Hope for some early frags. They do at least find Shubi, but that's pretty much all they're going to get.
Good composure by my Insanity. Taking kill by kill. It's just Oregon left now. And he does actually find Rulon on short.
What a
so
double dink.
Losing 3 weapons against the full eco. Good one for Arctic Gaming. Although I'm pretty sure my Insanity will not care too much about it. They're up 3 rounds, 3-0.
And still certainly a little bit too much economic worth lost in that last round. Might come back to bite them. As we go into round number 4, finally Arctic Gaming fully bought up. AWP in play on the CT side. To no one's surprise, in the hands of Dance. As my Insanity slowly creep up short. For once not defended by Arctic Gaming. We see Dance sitting back at the car position, covering from pretty far back.
Looks like a setup execute here from my Insanity as they push up short. Dance does well in just falling back, waiting for his teammates, and a potential retake has been spotted by Linux though, and he gets the kill, a very important one. And just like that, the bomb has been planted. 2 players are still around the B bomb side. I wonder if they've heard the lurker there.
Yeah, and Magix, finally he starts to move out from the B bomb side. I almost expected the full save already being called by Arctic Gaming. But Kani, he's gonna go for it. Pays with his life, and Anna now, he's had enough, but he might very well run into the hands of Duty if he's not being careful. Oh, goodness me, that was straight through the door. Tough luck, and even makes it out with his life. I was about to say, but Comp in the end catches him by his little toe.
And Anna might even lose his weapon as well. Does he? Oh, he gets the kill against Rulon. Important one. Saves an M4, but my Insanity with that 4-0. Beautiful timing by Linux there, catching Dance.
Yeah, well spotted. I think he just about saw him go around the corner, so he was absolutely ready for that peek. Good opening frag towards the A-bomb side. And my Insanity with the momentum instantly out onto A long.
What a beautiful
All
read.
5 players sticking together against this eco. And Dance, all he can do in that situation is basically call out to his teammate, well, guys, they're all around me. Ooh. Well, never mind, can he? With a very nice 1D.
Yeah, now that M4 could be very important. Never mind, actually gets killed. Canoe with another Deagle kill.
Still
3
hanging
versus
around
3!
here. Oh my goodness,
As
and
Canoe gets another one.
It is getting dangerous now. Canoe picks up an AK. Spots a player on car, easy pickings for him. Linex last man standing up against 2, Magix and Canoe.
Oh, does he go for the jump? Gets
He's
the kill. And the bomb has been
It is
defused.
taking too long indeed. Linex, he stays alive, saves that AWP, but the round is lost indeed. And that is all on Canoe. Sitting in Gandalf, hitting Deeg after Deeg, and obviously very well played to take care of that car player as well in the end with the AK.
Yeah, that was all about him this round. Beautiful Deagle shots. And certainly a very, very important round for Arctic Gaming as they now can buy up again very comfortably. And also contain my Insanity money-wise. As we see if my Insanity lose this round. It's gonna look way worse than it has before.
Well, let's face it, it is probably the worst way to win a round if you're Arctic Gaming. Just about making it over the finishing line, but it is an expensive one. Canoe should know there's one close by. Pulls out a grenade. Dangerous timings. Good flash coming in, but Shubi just holds his ground, pulls the trigger and finds Canoe swinging wide into his crosshair again.
And I love the slow approach by my Insanity now. Not too much rotation on the map. Just making sure they contain that middle area. No real way for the CTs to rotate. Linux gets another kill. Now the whole CT team is very split. Do they realize they have 2 players on B and not 2 on A right now? Almost gets 1.
Huge timing. Can't really get punished for it. Basically gets a frag for free. And Dance now decides to move over to the car. Once again, probably going for a retake. Mush hits another sick timing in these, finds Linux and... Who was that? TMNS? Wait, what? Not sure who he was on short with Linux. But in the end, it is going to be Arctic Gaming. Mush absolutely massive. That flank onto short completely wins them the round.
That was so good from Shubi. Full flashed, still gets the kill. But not enough. Not enough for Mush in the end. 2-4. Arctic Gaming slowly starting in this game as well. My Insanity now with an eco round. We see a couple of pistols. Comp is out on A-long already. But nothing he can do. You see 2 players towards the B-bomb site. There's the first kill. But Aragon is here and he's ready. He spots the bomb with that kill. And even tries to get that shot through the smoke. It's just run on left. He needs to go absolutely massive with that pistol. Let's get a dink. That's probably everything. Canoe gets the kill. 3-4. And yeah, as we said, it is close. Both teams seem to be ready. Not too much missed shots, except for maybe the second round where Dance went on with the scout. But we all know how the scout works. Sometimes you just hit absolutely everything.
Or in my case, never anything.
Well, you're good with the CC though, so that's
True.
okay.
Fun pistol.
Short take of tunnels by my Insanity with 4 players. Now also a lot of control around mid. Arctic Gaming once again with 2 players around A short. No one actually watching mid right now. Linux gets a lot of map control. Another short flash. The Arctic Gaming move so far.
And once again, it pays off.
Yeah.
Brilliant timing. Canoe with the confidence going up around that corner. Finds an enemy fully blinded, and Linux now needs to be super careful. For Canoe has repositioned into CT spawn. And is very much actively holding that angle. And finds him creeping around the corner. Spots another. Oh my goodness, duty. Sick shot onto Canoe. Bet he didn't expect that one.
Smoke's coming in. Mush all. It's all on him right now to defend that middle side. He spots 1 player, doesn't get the kill as Duty is charging in right now. Magix versus 3. He does get 2. Wow! With that double kill, it is just Duty left. He does get the kill, but will he be able to recover the bomb and get those 2 frags? He's going for the frags actually, not for the plant. 15 seconds left as of now.
Yeah, and he just didn't leave himself enough time to actually go for the bomb now. CT players in position. There's no way in hell they let him plant the bomb here.
Anna moves in, gets the kill.
Spoke too soon, bomb actually has been planted. So, at least a little silver lining there for my Insanity. But questionable play from Duty to go aggressive with his 10 HP, I think, or 11 HP, whatever he had remaining, to face out wide into the open.
And here we go. We're all even again. Once again, an eco round for my Insanity. As we just heard from production that Gaijin won the first match, or the first map against Fragbox with a 16-7 scoreline. Meanwhile, Insanity pushing up short through that Molotov. Tans doesn't hit his shots. Makes sure to go back again. Gets the kill with the Molotov in the end, though. As Aragon kind of fights the player at short, but not really.
Goodness.
Sherpy and Studi, as well as Rulon, just getting kill after kill. 2 versus 3. All players, 2 versus 4 actually, all players from Arctic Gaming.
Sherpy gets another tag in. Not a whole lot of damage done onto Downstone. Hans whiffing another shot. That is gonna cost them, and indeed, Mindsanity, they do pick up an eco round to make it up to 5. That's a bit of a bummer for Arctic Gaming, not gonna lie. They shouldn't really drop that.
They did though, and now it's their turn to work with a little bit of money, or the little bit of money they have. Couple of pistols. All they got.
Much more difficult to win an eco round on the CT side on Dust 2. Just my opinion.
Very slow again from Mindsanity. Just waiting for the mistakes. Actually, they're fully static right now.
Yeah, just hold those angles, boys. Don't get punished by those close corners. And you can see Arctic Gaming, they do indeed play all those sneaky little tight corners where the pistols really can shine and be so incredibly effective.
No encounter so far. Mush, here's player stepping up short. Gets the kill on Rulon. Chubby makes well though. We get the refrag, but Dance is here on short. Gets 2 kills once again. Those Deagles reigning supreme for Arctic. Oh, Magic's good timing there.
God.
He gets comp, and now it's just Studi left. Using that Molotov. It's not gonna be effective though.
Absolutely heartbreaking for Mindsanity, of course. They try to play so slow and methodical in the beginning, but then Mush happens, hits another sick timing. Dance with the 2 Deagle shots on short, doubles down, and just like that, that's a round gone. Arctic Gaming once again equalizing the scoreline on 5-5. As we go forth and back with the ecos. Well, I'll call it a 4-spy this time around. 1 AK and a AWP indeed. In the hands of Shobi. Stakes into the flames, but just a little bit too quickly it turns away. Saves his life, but already repositions. Is ready for the peek from Dance. As Canoe once again holding down that CT cross.
Don't think he has any idea that one player is already out. No, he doesn't. Rulon gets the kill. And they actually move back towards tunnels, so don't think Arctic expects them to do any of those moves. We see no one actually rotating around.
I like Duty moving back to T-spawn, just making sure nobody actually flanks. Kind of a reassurance that the terrorists might not have all that much information.
Matix takes out the AWP. Certainly very important. Oh, and Mush hurt Duty. Gets the kill, another important one. And now that huge map control for Arctic Gaming pays off.
The amount of times Mush appears behind enemies is absolutely staggering. As Magix needs to hold his ground here on the B-bomb side. Switches to the pistol, 5-7 in hand. 1v2 can't really connect with the last couple of pistol shots, and Mush close by finds the first one. Linux goes down. 1v1 combat ready for the peak. This time around it works out like a charm. Mindsanity pulls through with round number 6. And going into the next one, Arctic Gaming should be able to muster a pretty decent buy here. Sure, Mush slightly low in economy, but Dance should be well off enough to take care of that. as we go into a quick pause, I'm not entirely sure who called it.
Me neither, actually, but I just saw that Mosh is already on 12 kills, so he's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's shooting people in the back, you know, like a lot.
Yeah.
So
and as we all know, it's quite a bit easier to shoot them if they don't watch you.
Indeed, absolutely. You need to get into that position to do that first, though. And he does
Yeah,
it like a champ.
He's hitting very good timings, that is true.
He hits every timing. That's absolutely insane.
We are back as we see both teams able to buy up. And I love Arctic Gaming for just taking short control over and over again. Linux has probably no idea.
Yeah, they spot the second one. Linux with the biggest whip so far. How can you actually lose that fight? Canoe doubles down. Finds Linux and Rulon as well. And just like that, Arctic Gaming, one man up over Mindsanity. And Mindsanity struggling to keep a little bit of map control alive here. Compe tests the waters towards a site. Should be big frag with the AWP, and Compe even finds Canoe.
Yeah, they do take back 2 frags. Don's still ready on the A side though. Needs to get at least 1. Sherby, he's ready.
He did spot him. Can't convert onto frag though. Now Compe needs to bail him out once again, and that's the B rotated down. Just like that, it will be a beeline to the B site. As you do, and Dance. Sure, he spots them crossing onto the side, so he knows bomb's about to get planted. Quick flash in. Molotov on the default bomb spot.
Yeah, he did not hear any plants so far, and if he's able to catch the bomb carrier off guard...
Just gets clipped by that flash.
Compe is ready, gets the kill with that Mindsanity. Able to move up by 2 rounds.
And another 3k for Compe.
Yeah, if you look at the scoreboard for Mindsanity right now, Compe and Studi absolutely ready.
Working double shift, indeed.
Another eco for Arctic Gaming. Linux making sure no one's pushing around mid.
Oh, this is going to be an absolute slaughter towards A long, so many CTs. Will fall to the AKs, the onslaught of Mindsanity. Supreme firepower. Overwhelming force that they are. And of course, Linux already covering that flank. That would be quite an achievement if Canoe could make his way out on too long.
Probably won't, just waiting for any weapons to peek him.
Yeah, he's not even going for it. Then again, Mindsanity should be wiser than to walk into that double door. After all, they are very well aware that Arctic Gaming don't really have any weapons at all. So why take the risk?
Smart one there, not losing any weapons. Mush doesn't find the kill towards long. Canoe has been spotted as well. Probably not too much he can do. Oh, they want that P250. They want that so bad.
I think they rather wanted his head.
Nice 3k by Sherby there, making sure Mindsanity is up by 3 rounds again, 8-5 as we move into the last 2 rounds. Another AWP on Dance. Let's see if he can convert it this time around. That looks very coordinated for Mindsanity so far.
In general, I have to say, from both teams, I really like what I'm seeing right now. A bit of a spam. Going out towards Magix. Slides out into the angle. Might have spotted one. And the T's most certainly heard those tags. Good flash, gets dodged, and 2 frags instantly go the way of Mindsanity yet again. And Anna is about to get overwhelmed here on the B-bomb side. Tries to cover. Oh, and actually spots Head finds Linux in the end.
Yeah, and he sees the
That was a
second
close
player dance through the smoke.
Oh my goodness, how in the world, in an instant, Arctic Gaming with 3 frags, Sherby, last man standing for Mind Sanity, and he probably wonders what in the world just happened to his teammates.
Probably does. He does have the bomb though. Might be able to hit a good timing towards the A-bombs, and Dance makes sure to cover A long. Probably wants to go towards that pit to play it really safe.
Oh, absolutely. Play retake A every day of the week. And Sherby now needs to make a decision. Obviously, Arctic Gaming, they're not going to give him a duel. So at some point he needs to go for the plant.
He's going for the short plant, which might be a good idea. Both Arctic players actually really far off each other. So if Sherby plays this really smart, he might be able to catch them 2 times in a 1v1. Here's one.
He just went through CT. So Arctic Gaming, they do try to move together. Obviously, one player tapped that defuse, the other one tries to cover him. Standard procedure really, and the AWP
Oh, Sherby
can't go for the frag.
Beautiful, gets both kills.
Nicely done, and brilliant flash, obviously.
Yeah.
Very, very well played.
Timeout. Oh, that was very important for Mind Sanity.
Yeah, what a tumultuous round that was. Yeah. It looks so secure for Mind Sanity going up against RB Bombside, and just like that, they lost pretty much everyone, and Anna somehow miraculously stayed alive through all of that on the B bomb side. Yeah, that was quite something. Absolutely spectacular from both teams so far. Really like it.
With the low money for Arctic Gaming, Mind Sanity could already actually go to double digits.
Yep.
So that might be very, very hard for Arctic Gaming to come back. Given they might lose the pistol round, might be down around 12, 13 to 5.
Yeah, lost pistol round obviously is not going to be an option for Arctic Gaming.
Sherby gets the kill through the smoke.
Sherby puts the hammer down. Nice pick. That always feels so good.
And they're aware of Canoe. They must be aware. They saw the smoke. One player's already aiming at him. Now they're trying to get him. 2 players peek. They do get the kill. Beautifully done. 5 versus 3. And with the way Mind Sanity is playing, this should be a good round for them.
Yeah, you can't really blame Arctic Gaming too much. Obviously, they were down on economy, so they had a bit of a shoddy buy. To go for pretty aggressive plays with what you have, not the worst idea. This time, though, it didn't really work out too well. And Mind Sanity, they want to make damn sure they don't give up that last round.
Yeah, still very controlled, taking a long control. Smoke's coming in. Mosh is here, he spots one player. I don't think he can change all too much this time. Gets the kill on Sherby.
Finds the first one, and Compe, keep in mind, is pretty low on that AWP, so one stray bullet would take care of him. Now Mosh, can he hit that brilliant timing once again? Flash comes through, checks the right angle, can't spot Rulon first though, and it will be duty to close it out in the end. 10 to 5. Very, very solid half from Mind Sanity coming through him.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. The way Mind Sanity is playing just seems very structured, very good looking, and actually looking forward to see them on the CT side as well now, because most of the times if you see someone playing like this on the T side, there's quite big things they could do on the CT side when it comes to strategies, some off rounds where you just do something that you've prepared, and I'm really looking forward to the pistol round actually.
In general, going into the CT side on Dust 2 with a 10 to 5 round lead, it just does wonders for your mentality, right? So aggressive peaks, taking map control, pushing upper tunnels, holding down long, going for aggressive peaks in middle. I can see them do all of those. So yeah, Arctic Gaming, they need to recover, they need to take a deep breath and try to figure out how to circumnavigate the defenses of Mind Sanity here. coming up. It's not going to be an easy task.
No, definitely not. Especially if they were to lose that pistol round, I actually kind of think my Insanity will take this home already. But we will see. If I have to eat my shorts, I will eat my shorts.
I want to see that.
We are live. We are back. Second half of the Dust 2. And we already see just a default setup for my Insanity. Arctic, on the other hand, with 4 people moving towards lower. And I think they've been hurt by the player on car.
Most likely not exactly sneaky what they're doing.
Shabby even spots 2 players towards middle.
They could be ending up in an A split here. Seeing how Canu is still holding for that long A push. And my Insanity instantly, they do fall back, even leave the A bomb site pretty much completely. Shabby, apparently he wants to stick around. To get at least some information. Should really now make up his mind whether or not he wants to fight. Left his teammate hanging there. Compa in a 1v1 goes down, and just like that, Arctic Gaming looking very good to actually bring it back in that T site, at least winning the pistol.
And Canu still has a lot of control of A long. Spots 2 player, goes down, but might have just given my Insanity enough time to...
Yeah, but they're so far away still. Linux and Rulon. They really need to push in double time here. Good frags found, but the time is ticking away, and Anna, all he needs to do is stay alive for a couple of more seconds. Sure, he needs to run around the boxes, but easy way to secure the round. Arctic Gaming, indeed, they do pick up the pistol, so making it 1 step closer to equalizing the scoreline. Still 4 rounds to go, though.
Indeed, and my Insanity immediately going for that 4 spy. Showing up their confidence. All Rulon as well now. He did save some money, though. Maybe for a future op.
Not the worst idea. AWP is very potent on Dust 2, of course, as everybody knows.
Slow approach by Arctic Gaming as well now. They realized they're up against the 4 spy. They want to wait for the mistakes from my Insanity. Let's see if Doody is able to spot the player on short. He is. Doesn't hit the shot.
Yeah, pretty difficult flex shot up too short. This one was a bit of a sitter. Still can't connect. Spots 1 player on Xbox. Back turned.
He does get the kill, but Magix makes sure to get the double kill towards middle. And now Arctic Gaming repositioning towards B.
Linux with the 3K highlight. First one down.
Oh,
second one down. Third one down. There he goes. What a play by Linux. Holds down the B bomb side all on his own. What a dude, man. Absolutely marvelous.
Dance with 7 HP. That's
too
much for Shabby.
Injury. It is going to be the MP9 to finish it off. Oh. My God.
That eagle was burning. See
well,
the pun?
Let's be real though. Last one should have been a 1-tap as well. So
yeah, for a real highlight,
yeah, a little bit room for improvement still there.
Definitely.
Just making sure he's not going to slack off after that.
11-6 for my Insanity. Arctic Gaming now on the 4 spy. Couple of Deagles. A Tech 9 as well on Dance. And once again preparing for that B bomb side. Linux, can he repeat what he just did?
Well, Arctic Gaming, they probably still wonder how exactly they couldn't get out onto that B bomb site. Smoke down towards door.
Oh,
good flash, should be well timed to go down instantly. Third one soon to follow. And even the AK recovered in the end, quickly picked up.
And another.
So there we go.
Pass.
Yeah, Arctic Gaming, that was a pretty tough blow.
Yeah.
And obviously the eco right after, not really much you can do. Obviously, you can go for a fast B play. Nice smoke down with the open skybox there from upper tunnel, but it's just so easy to defend, isn't it?
Well, if you're not totally missing your first shot, then yes.
Yeah.
Once the T's are out, it's actually very, very, very hard, I feel like, defending B all alone.
Well, obviously, you need to kind of battle them while they are still in that choke point from
yes.
upper tunnels, right?
Yeah.
Before they actually float out onto the side. But even then, hiding behind the boxes on side if you have a teammate close by door or window, it doesn't really matter, and the right utility being expanded over your head, so then it is still a pretty tall task really for the terrorists to make it.
Another round with just one pistol actually on Magix for Arctic Gaming. This time preparing for an A-long take. Chubby gets flashed away. Gets killed by Dance, but Comp is still here and he's able to retreat. Three players for My Insanity towards that A-long side. Canoe somehow gets the kill on the Glock. Dance gets another Glock kill. And Mush with the picked up AK. Now it's a 1v1 and they do know Linux is a B player, so Mush probably able to easily plant that bomb and then fight off of it.
Yeah, Linux still has a nade, but Mush all the way up in his face. Looks for the early engagement. Linux too ready though.
Oh, don't do that. Such a
BM.
good move by Mush though.
Yeah, I quite like that actually. Really cool to play the off angle, trying to catch him off guard coming in for the retake. And by the way, just quick shout out to Arctic Gaming. I really like that they went for another eco round.
Yeah.
Just make sure that they do have all the utility and weaponry they could want.
Dan's now once again on the op. As his teammates are taking A-long control, Mush able to go behind blue. My Insanity immediately retreats towards the A-bomb side, which I think is a very smart move.
Yeah, it's sensible. Once you can't really keep on fighting for long, it's just better to give it up. Sure, it is annoying to deal with the fact that one terrorist could be sitting in pit all around. But then again, it's better than to lose instantly a couple of guys trying to defend A-long, where, by the way, you can't plant the bomb anyway.
1-for-1 trade. I'd say good move by My Insanity.
Oh, Sherby with the flick!
Doesn't get the second. Another 1-for-1 trade. Good Molotov. Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Could have been two.
Yeah.
Canoe, not expecting to play it close by. Still wins the engagement though. And now Dance and Canoe. Linux once again with it all to do. 1 versus 2 this time round and up against an AWP. Molotov just a little bit too late. Catches him jumping though. Now it is a 1v1 against an AWP.
He does have one flash.
Dance hiding far away. Making sure not to peek. Linux tapping the bomb, forces Dance to peek eventually. And he will catch him.
Easy one for him. Arctic Gaming able to get one round back, 13-7. My Insanity might even go for a short eco round here. Compa drops a scout. It's going to be a force for My Insanity.
2 scouts and 2 M4s. I'm not entirely convinced by that force buy. Feels like quite a bit of a risk. Mush catches out. Shubi pushing low tunnels. Duty can't connect on the flick shot.
And we see the T's very defensive towards the A-bomb side. Mush now trying to get a lot of control. In mid, he doesn't spot Compe, who gets the kill.
Still pretty challenging. 4v3, Arctic Gaming. So far, looking good.
Arctic does get A-long control. Very important. Mindsanity is aware of that. 2 players towards CT spawns. Compe is ready with the flash.
That flashbang could be massive if
Yes.
they hit the right timing. Needs to go
Oh, they
out.
do!
Rule on with the 3 blinded players. The second flash just a little bit too late. And now, once again, Linux, he can't get away from it. Time after time, he is last man standing. How often can he actually pull it back for Mindsanity? Playing close around to smoke. Spots the player on con too late. Aragorn will take him down, and just like that, Arctic Gaming are well and truly back in the game.
Oh, that could have been a 3k for Ruan there.
I think he only got 1, didn't he?
Yeah, the other 2 were around 50% HP.
Yeah, that's so much damage and still not quite enough.
Mindsanity now with the full eco. 1 nade on Rulon. Gonna be an A-long push. Canoe is ready for that, we hope. Gets
3
1,
frags.
2, and 3.
Ooh, Dance hurries back, pick up the bomb. Make sure he hits that. Fair
Nice
enough.
try.
Full eco, 1 nade.
Yeah.
2 kills. I could live with that.
Yeah, definitely. 13-9, Arctic Gaming fighting back. Trying to make that comeback happen. And actually another low buy run for Mindsanity. Just a couple of deals and 5-7s. Oh, Duty hasn't been spotted.
I like that. Mindsanity taking a book out of Arctic Gaming's page out of Arctic Gaming's book.
They have
going
full
for that
control
double
of B.
eco.
They have
They do.
so much map control right now.
And already 1 AK recovered. Oh, and that's going to be an A stack.
Yeah, obviously. They saw no one on B tunnels. And Arctic
It really
Gaming,
is the only place they can be.
yeah. Chevy gets another kill. That was an important one.
Massive one. That's the flank being taken care of. And
Actually-
Arctic Gaming, they keep on pushing. Mindsanity recovering that second AK. Playing the numbers advantage, 4 versus 3. Bomb about to be planted, and now Dance. Good for 1. Still might not be enough though.
Yeah, 3 versus 2 right now. 2 AKs and an AWP actually in the hands of Mindsanity.
Oh, nah. Also only good for 1. Canoe now. Needs to win 2 1v1s. Can't win the 1v2 though.
That was beautiful. That was straight up just beautiful by Mindsanity. Picking up the players, going for the weapons, and then retaking like it was a buy round.
Yep. Very nicely done. Rerouting through top mid, picking up a second AK. Just maximizing their win chances. Lovely done indeed.
Just like that, they go up to 14. Not all too much in terms of money for Arctic Gaming. Good for another buy.
It probably is the last decent one, should they lose it.
And a fast take on mids, or not?
Mindsanity showing a lot of presence towards A long, even though it is only Rulon. A lot of utility expanded over towards that position. Making sure Arctic Gaming is not taking A long for free later on in the round.
Flash for mids. Mush doesn't get the kill. Finally he does. Shubby goes down, but Duty is still here for mid.
Shabby with a really risky re-peek into middle. He felt super confident. Duty catches a tag. Should have been hurt. Swings out wide and goes down to Mush.
And Arctic Gaming just taking pick by pick. It's just Compe left. And I guess he's known for staying on A. Gets Mush, but with that Arctic Gaming will probably just take that B-bomb side. Hans gets the kill. Arctic on double digits. Just 4 rounds away.
And one One more big hurdle taken by Arctic Gaming. Mind Sanity playing the long gun once again. Only pistols, 2 flashes and an 8.
And a B stack. And that might be worth.
2 players at least close by. Linux, panic flash goes out.
They do have the bomb.
Oh.
And the knob on Compe.
Oh, that's spicy.
Compe gets one. Gets a second one and... God, Compe doesn't get the kill.
That is Duty, by the way. Just making sure.
Yeah. Duty with the op. Compe didn't get the kill with the Deagle.
2v2 still there. This is getting chaotic. Compe, Mactan is good enough for him. Now double up and Duty once again with the AWP, not going to miss. Ooh, that is a stinger.
Yeah, that hurts. What a run from Duty there.
Arctic,
getting the bomb, getting the op.
Arctic Gaming taking the side, but not taking the bomb with them.
Yeah, and you kind of need that one.
Yes. Bit of a oof there.
Forced by, obviously, for Arctic Gaming. 5 map rounds now from Mind Sanity.
Can I pull it off once again? Arctic Gaming. 1 Deagle on Canoe. Mactan in the hands of Mush. And as of right now, they are trying to pressure Rulon here in pit. He has not been spotted yet. Oh, and that is going to be big. Shubi with the first frag. That gives Rulon a second one for free. Absolutely uncontested. And just like that, we do have a 5 versus 3 for Mind Sanity. And this, ladies and gentlemen, could be very well the end of the first map here.
Yeah, now Anna is able to rotate to B with the bomb, but that flash might already alert Mind Sanity. We see players moving towards B. Mush gets one.
Good aggression. Smoke to CD coming out, and one player just a little bit too late falling back on the side. Anna cannot be contested, walking out onto the B bomb side, and just like that, Arctic Gaming, they do stay alive for at least another round. Mind Sanity, how can you drop a ball like that?
That was... I have no idea what just happened. It just all fell apart when Mush pushed through mid. Getting that first kill.
You know, it really feels like Mush has good timing sometimes.
Yeah.
No, really well played. Absolutely. And of course, I guess you need to blame Mind Sanity just that a little bit for not really deciding whether they want to fight towards middle or towards B. And they were caught kind of in between. And that definitely led to their downfall.
Mind Sanity within a long push. Quickly read by Arctic Gaming. They do have B control. Bomb is planted, but not without Linux marking a statement.
Was that a 1 Deagle all the way from T-spawn?
Yeah.
Dang, brother. Shubi picks up another one. Arctic Gaming, they are not gonna exit through tunnels.
Definitely not. Anna might even die if he's not about to move in a second now. Rulon fighting a player in mid. Mush gets the kill. Noragorn is here to help him out. Comp is just an end boss. It doesn't really matter where you face him, he's just an end boss.
I'm telling you, this guy is so annoying to play against.
Yeah.
He just doesn't die.
Arctic Gaming taking round by round, which is good. Mind Sanity now on an eco round, probably? No, actually no.
Probably not.
They do have enough, especially with that op or that AK,
AK saved.
from
Absolutely,
saved,
yeah. That should be a good buy.
Yeah.
15-12. Still a very close game. And I have to say, we do see everything this time around.
Yeah,
Ecos
and I
won,
would actually
Ecos
love
lost.
for Arctic Gaming to take 1 or 2 more rounds and then see if the nerfs are starting to crumble or if Mind Sanity is able to take it home.
Well, there's no denying it. Mind Sanity, certainly they did have that game firmly in their grasp.
Yeah.
And somehow they just let it slip. But nothing is lost just yet. Arctic Gaming still trailing by 3 rounds. And Mind Sanity, obviously, for quite a while now, sitting on that map point. As we see some nice aggression coming through from Duty here on short once again.
Yeah, that has to be it.
Very good supportive flash there coming out. And once again, Mindsanity. 5 versus 3. How can they lose it this time around?
Sherby gets to, actually Compe gets to 2. Sherby just gets the assists. It's just Dance left against 5. Nice kill towards Sherby, but he's being greeted with an armada of nades.
Make that 4, and Rulon is speeding up middle. Dance might be catching it. Just about makes it into tunnel. That was a close one.
And Rulon, he will be aware, and he's able to just defend that. Actually, he doesn't even need to defend the B bomb side, because they do have the bomb on A long.
Yeah.
Just wait for Dance to do his dance.
Very annoying situation that he finds himself in. Obviously sitting in T-spawn, AWP in hand. Not really the best of ways to fight our way back into this round. And that ever-lurking feeling of someone sitting right behind you, pushing through mid.
Yeah, especially alone versus 4. Mindsanity making sure to do nothing at all. They're all stacked up towards the bomb. Dance now moving out. Linux gets the kill. And just like that, Mindsanity wins. DE does too after a beautiful 2K by Duty. And another one by Compe on a long. And with that, we will head into a quick break before we head on to the second match of the day. It will be
Mirage.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Oh, we're actually not ready for the break yet. So
Unlucky.
Let's kind of recapture that one. Mindsanity, it looked confident, although in the end, it probably got closer than what they actually wanted.
It certainly got closer than it needed to.
Yeah.
They could have finished that game a long time ago.
Yeah.
And honestly, sure, it went okay this time around in the end, finally.
Yeah.
But there are teams out there. You can't really drop the ball like that against them, because they will punish you and they will come back and take the map from you. So if that is a common occurrence for Mindsanity, that is still something to work on.
Yeah, definitely.
But on the other hand, of course, Arctic Gaming, what an absolute monstrous fight to keep in that.
Yeah, definitely. And I actually kind of think the T side for Mindsanity was even way better than the CT side so far. So
yeah.
Don't think Mindsanity has nothing to learn anymore on Dust 2, so looking forward to the next performance from them on Dust 2. Now, however, we are ready with the pause. Go grab a glass of water, a coffee or a tea. Make sure to go on social media, use the hashtag ESL Swiss, and we will be right back with DE Mirage.
Ready, let's go, 'cause you know how we roll. Let's take it.
It's hard, you know. I just wish someone on my team would have told me. Apparently, I'm really not that good with this thing. Also, I die way too often in apartments. Seem to never have enough money on buy rounds. And flashed 4 teammates just yesterday. Wait, what? I didn't.
You did, Sean.
Oh. But I'm much better with the 5-7 than you are, Elias. And I got 34 entry kills last week. And I should actually be playing B-side. I'm much more useful over there.
What grade did you get this week?
I got a C. That's not too bad. Right?
Let's go.
Nope. Gotta go. If you want to know what you're good at, and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
Yeah!
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Sie sind am Zug. Wechseln Sie jetzt Ihr Internet zur Swisscom und wir schenken Ihnen ein Jahr lang das beliebteste TV der Schweiz und Netflix. Aber nur bis am 5. April.
Yes, nice shot, my friend. Cheaters ruining your plays? I have eyes on the enemy. Bad servers stopping your shots? What you need is ESEA. Advanced anti-cheat to stop cheaters. And the best servers around, all with 128 tick rate. ESEA, the best way to play CSGO.
You ready? Huh? Hey, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Psst. Rejoignez maintenant Swisscom pour votre accès Internet et nous vous offrons pendant toute une année la TV préférée de Suisse et Netflix. Mais seulement jusqu'au 5 avril.
What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
We are back and we're ready for the E-Mirage after a nice win by My Insanity on Dust 2.
Yeah, what a brawl. That was a full-out battle between Arctic Gaming and My Insanity on Dust 2. That was a forth and back with ecos, aggressions, slow executes. We've seen it all.
Yeah, definitely. I really liked it. I also liked the fact Arctic Gaming was able to kind of come back into the game after that CT half.
Yeah.
Making it close in the end. Really stressing out My Insanity, but in the end, that's slight overpower for My Insanity won them the game.
It was just a slightly too big lead that they had throughout the game for Arctic Gaming to really catch up. So in the end, they had enough leeway to make it over the finishing line.
Yeah.
But had they had just a tad bit worse T side,
Yeah.
it could have been a whole different story.
Yeah, I agree with you. Still, though, to me, it kind of felt like I never had that doubt that my Insanity is not going to win it. I don't know why, but it always felt like my Insanity is going to take this one.
Well, it certainly helped that as soon as they gave up an eco, they won one back.
That is true, yeah.
So as soon as it looked like Arctic Gaming actually had a good way back into the game and take over control, they quite often instantly lost that momentum again.
Yeah.
By dropping the ball or the bomb in upper tunnels, for example.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a struggle for Arctic Gaming, not really fully focused, maybe not entirely well prepared. I mean, on the other hand, you have to give it to my Insanity. They looked ready.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was a well-oiled machine right there.
Yeah, especially on the T side, very nice showing off for my Insanity there. Although we also gotta say that was my Insanity's map pick.
True.
Mirage is the map pick of Arctic, and that could be even closer. And I'm actually fairly confident that Arctic Gaming is gonna put up a fight and might even take home some points today.
Yeah, sure, there is that possibility. Still, I did call it before the game, and I will stand by my decision. I do see my Insanity taking Mirage as well. So I just feel like Mirage probably is a map that suits my Insanity as a whole.
Yeah.
Like it really kind of lies in their playground, right?
Yeah.
It is a map where you have many opportunities to exploit your enemy's weaknesses. You can go for somewhat elaborate strats and takes, and I do see my Insanity. My Insanity is not myself. I do see my Insanity coming out on top in the end.
Yeah, I actually do agree with you, although think it could be even closer this time. And what I'm wondering right now is, will we actually see my Insanity go for a mid take on the T side, or just for some more traditional classic executes on the A and B side?
I would be surprised if we don't see basically the full spectrum. We've seen pretty much everything you can do on Dust 2 already, and I don't think my Insanity will limit themselves to one strict approach to their T side. I do believe we will see A executes, fakes, mid takes, going off of defaults, pretty much the whole shebang.
Yeah. All right. We gotta say, when it comes to Mirage, holding mid goes up is key.
Oh yeah.
And we just talked a little bit about it during the break. We were kind of, left guessing when it comes to Dance. So maybe he's just having an off game on Dust 2.
You know, I told you before, I remember Dance being an absolute monster with that AWP.
Yeah.
Not missing a shot ever. And it felt like he missed more than he actually connected on Dust 2.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I know better when I see him play, when I saw him play back in the old teams he had. He was always one of the pillars of his teams. And I'm very, very confident that we can actually see him do way better.
I would hope so. I really enjoy his opening style as well.
Yeah.
He is someone who doesn't fear to go for aggressive peaks as well. Tries to take the round in his own hands and makes it work for himself. And it is absolutely brilliant to see when it works out. Obviously, you do kind of keep a bad aftertaste if it doesn't work out, like on Dust 2, because you do feel like there is a lot kind of on his shoulders, right? If it works, it's marvelous, and if it doesn't, you have probably too much focus on his whiffs.
Yeah.
But then again, it is right in your face, so you can't actually ignore it. So it's a bit of a hit and miss game, right? Or it's a high risk, high reward, I'd say.
I agree. Let's see if he's able to actually do it better on Mirage. It's certainly a map that's suited for a good op.
Sure.
A lot to do for him on the T and the CT side, actually.
Oh, easily, yeah.
And yeah, he's the biggest question mark right now for me. I think if he's able to just set aside that first game and pop off on Mirage, that could be the thing that Arctic Gaming is missing right now.
Yep, it certainly would be one of the possible reasons or solutions.
Yeah.
Not necessarily reasons why they lost it, but solutions to how they can actually pull it off. Yeah.
On the other hand, we gotta say, Mosh had a brilliant game on those two.
I enjoy that. I absolutely love it when people kind of have such a good read on the enemy or game or whatever is happening around them on the server, that they can navigate themselves in positions where they have such an immense impact on rounds without actually necessarily going completely nuts while doing it. It's just incredibly efficient.
Yeah, he was
really
always
fun to
good
see.
for like 1, 2 or 3 kills from an unexpected position.
Exactly.
So let's see if he can do that again. We are live on the second map, DE Mirage. My Insanity starting on the CT side and Arctic Gaming going for a B execute, it looks like. One smoke flashes. And Canoe leading the pack as they find the first player. However, Duty is here. He doesn't get the kill, and just like that, that bomb site is stormed by Arctic. It's a winter storm.
Compa Linux, 2 against 4. Pretty tricky actually to grab an entry here. Back onto the A side, onto the bomb side. Compa looking for engagements. Linux finds one tap onto Aragorn. Cannot overcome Canoe though, and it will be Arctic Gaming with a good start. Solid start on the T side. Fast and decisive push onto the B bomb side. And stay calm in the after plant. Playing it nice and calmly.
Good start for them.
versus 2.
And once again, the force spy coming up for my Insanity. Should be sneaking around in underpass. But Mush is ready for him. Slow approach by both teams right now.
Yeah, not much reason for Arctic Gaming to go for anything too hurried. My Insanity certainly banking on them finishing on the A bomb side as of right now. We just had 3 players stacked over to that side. Only Rulon with the scout. Kind of sitting back in kitchen trying to spot anyone moving over towards the bomb site. As Canoe will grab himself another frag. And would you look at that, Arctic Gaming in the end, they do give my Insanity one more go at this. Duty with the Deagle, sitting in a somewhat unexpected position, finds stance. As the bomb makes its way out the A ramp, losing Linux in the meantime though.
Mush gets another one. It is just Rulon left, and he might even try to somehow save that scout. Oh, he's going for the kill. No. Did he? Oh, never mind. Moves his way back towards the B bomb side. I do expect Arctic to kind of hunt him down, although. There goes the kill, and we have an update on the Gaijin game. They did win their second map as well with a 16-4 scoreline against Fragbox.
Yeah. That's a rough one.
Yeah, not a good start for Fragbox into the evening. We will, of course, have them live on stream as our second match of the day after this one.
Exactly, against CG. Let's hope for their sake they will fare better in the second matchup. But as of right now, we will stay with my Insanity and Arctic Gaming, and Anna jumping around the corner right into Comba's face, clearing sight with the Mac-10 and the Eagle. Almost gets a 4th one onto Shubi. As the rest of the Arctic Gaming team has made its way onto the B bomb side. Bomb has been planted, and Mirsch about to just about finding Shubi around the corner.
Yeah, dollar signs in his eyes with that Mac 10.
And he's absolutely right to go and hunt down the remaining Mind Sanity players, of course. Cute, nice economy boost, getting frags with that SMG. Linux playing it sneakily from CT spawn though, hoping someone is gonna come close. Mush too fast on the trigger though. Spins around, takes him out.
A lot of money for Mush. Catched up there. Might even go for Knob Bow. Or actually just stay with the Mac 10. Let's see. Doesn't upgrade it. Like that one. And that looks to be one smoke, two smokes getting ready, or even three smokes. Looks like an A execute getting ready. However, still one player towards the B-bomb side.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Even Dance is sitting pretty far back in the apartments. Throws a late smoke and tries to fake some presence over to its B. As Shubi finds the first frag on the A bomb site. Aragorn makes its way into the side and takes out Compe hiding close by.
Shubi trying to do something with those no-scopes through the smoke. Aragorn might catch a spicy timing. That's Molotov, however. Bouncing off the wood there. Shubi misses the shot. Somehow makes it work with the USP. Alright. He will take that one. 3 versus 4.
Linux with the flank through connector, speeding up onto the side to support his teammate right into the hands of Dance. As Shubi can, in theory, stick that. And Rulon, safe on his aim. Takes down both running terrorists.
Why did he stop defusing there?
I don't know. He probably got scared.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's really no point in stopping the defuse.
Yeah, because you don't have any time.
I absolutely
anyways.
agree.
Right. Well then, 4-0 Arctic Gaming, looking very strong right now. Also building up on that money. And since A has been splendid with an execute, let's do it on B this time. Magic's leading the way, spots the jumping player. Rulon still has an AK from last round. He needs to go huge right now. Players are on side. He doesn't get a kill. Mush is Ferrari peeking around the corner, gets the kill. Shubi might even think about saving the AWP at this point.
Yeah, certainly not a bad shot. That AWP is with its weight in gold, of course. And that's already starting to hunt. It is going to be a downfall. Compa sits around the corner, ready with the deagle. And that's going to be another saved gun. For Mind Sanity at least. Duty trying to catch another one for free. Good first one. One more bullet. One more bullet would have done it.
Linux is still here. Ooh, he catches Magic's. So nice exit frags there from Mind Sanity. That one was close.
Yeah, good stuff.
Pulse cold. I kind of expected that one from Mind Sanity.
In all honesty, I think Mind Sanity just didn't really expect so much straight up aggression onto the bomb sites.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether it's A or B. They seem just to be lagging behind 1 or 2 steps all the time. If Arctic Gaming hits the B bomb site, they had twice, I believe, only one player defending from inside the site. And with 5 players running at you, this is always going to be an incredibly tough fight.
I agree.
It doesn't really matter how well you're prepared or how well you're set up or whether you expect support coming through from your teammates. It is going to be rough, and retaking at a man disadvantage, it is just really difficult.
To agree. Sherby moving towards middle right now. Doesn't spot any players, but I'm pretty sure he's aware that they're pushing him. Linex nearly gets a kill through the smoke. Dance on 1 HP. Linex good for a 1v1 trade. And now Arctic hits the brakes. Goes back. Gives up mid control completely and moves towards the A-bomb side.
Yeah, but once again, Arctic Gaming going for that super aggressive play. This time, Connector was the aim.
There's so much utility left for my Insanity though that I doubt a single execute on any side could make it, especially because Arctic has actually no smoke left.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much a straight up go with a couple of flashes. One Molotov for jungle. And the CTs sitting deep in spawn, playing for the retake. Should be peeking out here and there with the AWP, going for a peek. And finding Mush, that is a big frag. And Dan's still on 1 HP.
We do see Dance with a very nice position though in the corner. But unfortunately the 4 guys are all coming from the CT side. Now it's just him and Aragon left. Duty finds Dance, and I don't think Aragon can do anything here.
Really solid retake from Insanity. Love the fact they all rotate through CT. Keep it bunched up, clear those corners. Just move through the site. I'm pretty sure they knew one player should have been still low. Linux probably called one low on short early on in the round. Must have known he connected a couple of shots onto Duns.
Another buy still for Arctic Gaming. They did farm a lot of money during those first five rounds. Another slight mid take. Ooh, Shuppy sees the shoulder of Canoe, gets the kill.
That's just free real estate. 2 players moving in through underground. Mid about to be contested by the terrorists. Ooh, Linux with a money nade. Takes down Anna and Dance. Almost to half HP.
Actually, my Insanity now with the double op set up on Rulon and Shuppy.
Is that going to be a window boost?
It is indeed. That is so unlucky.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, there goes $600 for nothing. Yeah, that's a rough one.
That pixel.
And obviously, you give up the fact that 2 players were close by. Close to window. Or at least 1 top mid and 1 close window.
I think Linux has no idea 1 player is inside window already. Aragorn is doing a lot of noise on the B bomb side. And now they go away.
Oh, he could actually rotate right into the second player.
Dance makes sure to get 1 more kill though. Linux finds Magix 1v1 and Dance just Molotoved himself off.
Well, rip. Needs to go the long way around. That might actually play a little bit of a mind game on Linux, but he hears him. Navigates his way around the boxes. 1 HP, needs to hit the timing.
Actually, Dance gets the kill.
Yeah, can't do it in the end.
Yeah.
1 HP, not enough to win that fight. So Arctic Gaming solidify their lead, going up 6-1 over Insanity on their T side. Here on the second map of Mirage.
Another fast window smoke coming in for Arctic Gaming and Insanity. Probably looking to push mid a bit more. Sherpy now sees no one.
Aggression towards short. Like that position. Rulon contesting that short position. Making the mid take for the terrorist that little bit harder. And Chevy, of course, with the AWP still primed on that top mid corner. So far, Arctic Gaming, they have hit the brakes quite hard here in round number 8.
Very static play right now. Important round for both teams. Arctic looking to expand their lead. That's a bad flash. Easy kill for Shrubby.
And Arctic Gaming's mid take, obviously. Oh, they halted. Oh, that's so unlucky. Rulon couldn't find the frag from his elevated position. As the terrorists start to group up towards the B-bomb site. They've had pretty decent success so far.
Oh, Duty, that's high risk, high reward.
First line of defense, good for one.
That's just not enough.
But in the meantime, Dance has already made his way onto the B-bomb side, and Rulon's never ever going to expect him to be already in that position. Just like that, Arctic Gaming 7-1.
Very nice executed in the end by Arctic Gaming. Somehow they managed to just catch Mind Sanity's players one by one. And another eco now by Mind Sanity. Arctic Gaming looking very, very strong on Mirage.
Yeah, so far they don't really leave Mind Sanity much room to contest these rounds. As Shubi finally, with a bit of aggression through underpass, gets an early advantage for his team.
Yeah, and Arctic realized they need to push on A right now, and that's what they do. They find a more or less completely empty A side.
And once again, we are in a retake situation here. Mind Sanity obviously only with one rifle at their disposal. It is Shubi. He needs to be the point man. Needs to go in and open up for his teammate. Actually drops the M4 over to Duty. Goes in and looks for information. Calls that one in sandwich. Rulon now together with Compe against Dance. Dance in the end makes it work. 1v2. And yet another round. Good.
That's the Dance we want.
Yeah.
Clutching it, hitting his shots.
And where is Mind Sanity?
Yeah, it looks like they kind of missed the map switch.
Error 404. Insanity not found.
Double AWP coming up once again. It didn't work out the first time. Let's see what they can make out of it this time. Ramp push works out in the end for Shrubby. Canoe somehow can't find the kill on him there. I don't think he was flashed.
Not quite. I do believe he just straight up lost his aim duel. Good second frag from Duty. AWP working a charm for him. And finally we do see a little spark of life coming out from Mind Sanity. Finally, it only took us 10 rounds. As Mush
oh, did he spot
on a mission. He certainly saw the shadow. Flash comes through, can't connect. Oh, finds the second frag on Linux. And that's once again so much map control in the hands of Mush.
It is just him and Dance left now.
That smoke certainly should deter Dance from pushing towards B, at least for another couple of seconds. Well, never mind, just straight up walk through it. There is no way Rulon is going to expect him to so fast behind him.
Probably not. Mush doesn't get a kill. And Dance actually able to find an empty B bomb site after that kill on Rulon. Gets the bomb down.
Now we have seen very nice retakes from Mind Sanity. That was dangerous. Should be down to 4.
Dangerous. Oh, doesn't find the kill though. Good peek by Sherby. For a second, I thought he's gonna get the double kill there.
It looked very doable.
Yeah. Nice retake from Mind Sanity in the end. Slowly but surely making sure they are able to come back.
Yeah.
2 rounds so far.
2 measly rounds.
Yeah.
Out of
10.
From a neutral standpoint, I'd say that's a terrible CT side.
So far, yeah.
Arctic Gaming absolutely stomping my insanity so far.
Yeah.
With relentless aggression, really good aim, and a couple of very sneaky moves thrown in there just for good measure as well. Really like their attacks on these sneaky positions in window, in jungle, where they just post up one man who's an absolute nuisance for the enemy team, just hitting those timings on the flanks and whatnot. And my insanity, they are struggling. They are struggling to get a hold of themselves in that game. And so far, it has now finally worked with a bit of aggression for a second round. But don't sleep on Arctic Gaming. They will catch up on that real quick and be holding for you. Should you try that once again?
Yeah, definitely. I just kind of felt like somehow my insanity is catched off guard in those 1v1, 1v2 duels every time, and even after like 30 seconds to 1 minute, Arctic Gaming managed to get some kind of advantage in that round.
Yeah.
Numbers, just straight up numbers, or map control.
I think out of those 10 rounds, Arctic Gaming probably found the first kill either 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, they converted as many rounds. So I think that aggression, it just kind of makes my insanity trip up. And they do get caught out of position, either rotating, falling off of an angle, just not being completely zoned in when the terrorist comes around the corner.
I totally agree with you. And Arctic Gaming making sure they hit that B side really fast after the break. Beautiful smokes coming in. Molotov doesn't really stop them. Although Duty gets the first kill, and Arctic comes to a halt just for a split second go. Oh, Canoe. And Dan's just opening up the B-bomb side, and that should be the plans. If they do not expect Linux, as he gets the free K, and just like that, they take it back.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
What a nice little succession of frags.
Alright, I have no idea how Linux did that. No one was aware
That was so crisp.
Someone could peek out of kitchen. Although, I mean, that's the way the CTs come from.
I assume the smoke just faded in L, in door. And he just hit the perfect timing. But still, he didn't skip a beat. He didn't miss a second to take one after the other down. And just like that now, obviously, with the bomb planter being one of Linux's victims, Canoe baits out the peak.
And he knows Linux is there as well. They do know his position. Linux, though,
he's good for 4.
Yeah. Stays calm, gets the round with a 4K. And basically...
You know, it is a marvelous round. Don't get me wrong. But if that is what it takes for my insanity to win more rounds, it is looking dark.
Yeah, I agree. Don't think Linux is good for a 4K every single round. Or even his teammates. Like,
you can't bank on it.
Yeah.
You just can't. You need to find another way to deal with that Arctic Gaming aggression.
Another fast execute. The A-bomb side is already hit. Mush needs to move. Doesn't do that, and just like that, my insanity is able to just collect the heads of the bears.
Fair enough. At least they can hold eco rounds at bay. So there's that.
That's a spicy comment.
Well, you know.
I want to see that one.
I'm just speaking about what I'm seeing right now on my screen.
Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with you. But let's keep it in mind. If my insanity is able to take 3 more rounds, this is open for.
That is true. Absolutely.
For everything, the second half.
Sure, nothing's lost just yet. Only the first half.
Another A execute coming in. My insanity is so defensive on that A-bomb side right now. Chubby gets picked off by Canoe in mid. retake scenario. Oh, Compass trap. Wait. Alright. There's so much utility lying in that smoke.
My god, Canoe so close to 2 enemies. He knows Compass still in there.
Oh, and Compet gets the kill, and that's an important one. It's a 4 versus 2 right now. Magix needs to hit at least one. Linux is defusing that bomb. My Insanity takes.
They're on the bomb. How sick from Compet to actually clear that angle with an AWP.
And also how patient from My Insanity to just wait for a full smoke to essentially fade and then go in.
Still, you need to give it to My Insanity. Their retakes,
yeah,
they are structured. They are really well coordinated.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy seeing them time and time again. Even if it's a heroic 1v4 from one single person. That's very cool to see as well. So, 5-8.
Slow this time. Kind of taking their feet off the pedal. The throttle pedal, that is.
Yeah, Arctic Gaming is absolutely gifted mid-control for once. Let's see what they decide to do with it. I would say navigate one person into jungle and hit a bomb site.
And I guess you read their minds correctly. Canoe is taking a lot of control. And I'm not sure if I like that by My Insanity.
So far it's pretty solid. They still have a player covering the murder hole, so all skewed in the hood. Smoke going down towards ramp, that should nullify Mush's presence.
Oh, that is so
Never mind,
sneaky.
he just walks through and gets a free frag onto Shubi. That's a bit of a blunder.
He doesn't trigger any rotation at all though, so far. Manix gets the kill. Oh, Canoe on Rulon. Easy one for Compe. They do spot the players jumping out of the B huts.
Oh, Compe turns the wrong way. And 2D now, 1v2. Bombs going down. Nade might just touch Magix. But he did take timing to jump out window. Not ready. 40 off angle of Aragorn. As finally Arctic Gaming, good for another round. Finally, I say. I mean, it's not like they're lacking rounds.
Yeah. And that was the reason, by the way, I said I don't like that by My Insanity, because as soon as one bomb site gets hit, that mid player inside window, he has so much room to play.
That's true.
And if he can't find any kills, he can just cut off the rotations through CT.
That's right. Nice little aggression from Shubi once again. It has worked before, but this time Anna's ready. Rattles off a couple of shots towards Shubi. Should. Well, it doesn't really prompt him to fall back. On the contrary, he keeps on pushing. And
what?
Ow.
Well. Alright. That's a new one to me. Kanu gets the kill on A. Comp has been catched off guard as well, and Arctic. Yeah. Talking about insanity, that surely was kind of like...
Bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
Oh no.
Alright.
That was unlucky. Alright, here we go. 10-5. Well, Shubi. Optician appointment, maybe? He had him on his screen, right?
I think he just moved his mouse
too fast.
So fast
yeah.
that he didn't realize that it's an unusual position to stay in as well in his defense.
He literally got shot at from top stairs 5 seconds earlier. You need to check every angle when you move up there.
Yeah, that's
but still, I mean, it happens. It happens, you know, what can you say? 10-5 still. Tremendous half for Arctic Gaming.
Yes.
They certainly came to play on Mirage now. Love to see it. Cool aggression all around the board. Fast B pushes, fast A executes, flash goes. You name it, we've seen it. even a couple of fairly slow rounds thrown in there just for good measure. Really cool to see, and obviously Mind Sanity struggling quite a bit to adapt to that kind of weird, aggressive, and gimmicky playstyle.
Yeah. Although with that Dust 2 side or that Dust 2 map in my mind, I expect Mind Sanity to be just that ever slightly bit better on the T side. So we'll see.
It certainly would come in handy if they want to finish their matchup 2-0. And it all starts with the pistol round, of course.
Yes.
Magic's nice little flank together with... Who's that? That would be Canoe. Magic's though with the first frag. That is, by the way, an absolute and complete fake. The bomb is being planted on the other side.
Yeah, and...
Now, question is, how long can Compe stay alive?
Oh, I don't think they are aware. Compe doesn't get another kill.
At least bought a couple of seconds for his team.
That is true. Still 3 versus 2. They do have a kit. Ooh, unlucky. There we go.
Yeah. I don't know. Two things. Firstly, I'm not a big fan of splitting up in that situation for the T's after plant position.
Yeah.
After all, sure, you can hope that Compa gets 1 frag or 2, but then again, you can't really count on it. And they were split so far apart, they couldn't support each other in whatever way you could wish for. And the second point, why would you move back towards Tetris ramp when you plant a default? I really don't get it. I hate that.
Yeah, I kind of expected more than one guy to push CT, first of all.
Mm.
However, on the other hand, I don't get Arctic because that's the most Swiss trademark execute you can do.
It is quite a well-known one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason why it's so unexpected.
Maybe, that is true. Looks like it's going to be an A execute. Mind Sanity, by the way, buying up 2 AKs. The hero AKs on Linux and Rulon.
Pretty decent set of utility as well. 3 smokes, couple of flashes, a Molotov, probably for bank, I would wager.
Oh, that smoke is perfect. Oh, is it?
Smush is being annoying though. Sitting close by, MP9 is very dangerous. It spits out bullets so fast you can't actually contest it on close distance. Well, an AK still more powerful, obviously. Bomb Dance gets tagged down to half-life. As the bomb once again gets planted in that default position.
Mind Sanity making it work. Dance and Magic's left. Dance could have a huge party with all those players tagged low. Oh, Magic's with a 2K. Now they go for it. Dance was about to save that scout. And he spots a player as well.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh. No kit though? Oh my god, Compa is so good in these situations. He gets to 2K, wins the round for Mind Sanity, and that was such an important one. And we have a spicy update on the second off-game match. That is Jersey Boys versus Babos Gaming, and actually Jersey Boys won that first match with a 16-14 scoreline. So for me, that's unexpected.
Was it 16 to 14?
14. Yeah.
14, alright. Sounds like a good game.
Yeah. This one could be one as well.
Certainly starts to shape up like it. 3 AKs, 1 Galil. And Duty still with a Mech-10. Trying to farm that money. And Mind Sanity, their trademark, sitting back, taking it easy, taking it slow, taking control. Light smoke down into window, just to deny a little bit of information. for the CTs. Obviously, that filters people usually towards the A site. Dan's good flash coming out from the terrorist. He's forced off his angle.
Misses his shot with the scout and Linux gets the kill. 5 versus 3. I don't think Arctic can do anything about that one. Mush and Canoe probably just trying to grab 1 or even 2 AKs at this stage.
Yeah, cheeky gun for free. That's pretty much all they can hope for.
Oh, Mush spots a player. Doesn't find the deagle shot yet. Compe gets the kill. Canoe is left. Probably won't find any weapon. And we call that a flawless round for Mind Sanity. 1. Closing the gap 1 by 1.
7-11 and Arctic Gaming not really in the situation for a buy, so it will be a deagle and a P250? I think it is.
Yeah.
And fast 5-man rush through underground to the perfect position to deal with that. Mag 10. Here comes the money. Oh, never mind.
Steals it. Canoe gets 1. And they probably won't even challenge that deal. Just let him grab that Mag 10.
Yeah, they're gonna buy anyway next round. So that Mag 10 is not really interesting for anyone. Neither for Canoe. Bit of a money machine. Tries it with the deagle, can't really get a shot off. Launch just a little bit too quick. And Mind Sanity move up to 8.
Let's see. Arctic Gaming with their next buy round. They gotta change something. Because right now Mind Sanity is getting these rounds way too easy. A lot of money also stacking up for Mind Sanity.
Still only FAMAS on Mush. Oh, and Mind Sanity this time. It is their turn to rush that B bomb site. Linux did spot a player hiding in the corner. And Canoe with the easy frags. Compe now tries to salvage what he can. Not ready for that off angle from Canoe. Duty makes it 1. Could find a second one. There we go. Can he get anything else? He did spot the player behind bench, but unfortunately too many CTs around.
My god, Canoe is such a beast. That looked like a textbook play by him. Taking 2 frags. Then moving back, supporting his rotating teammates, getting a 3rd one, essentially holding B clean as good as he can. He's on 22 frags now. And if you get a free K, you just push middle.
Oh,
shove is ready.
Good adjustment there. Takes a lot of damage, but makes it out alive.
Still though, no mid control for Mind Sanity due to that, and Mush has a lot of control on top of A, or in front of A as well.
And he craves more.
Yeah.
Takes an aggressive angle. Flash goes out over the ramp, but he knows exactly that's only a fake, so
yeah.
The rest of Arctic Gaming, they will stay posted over towards the B-bomb site.
Oh. Do they go aggressive?
They even push in.
Oh, that's such a good smoke for that, though. Oh, no! Oh, that's beautiful.
Duty almost had the timing.
And look at Mush. He's still able to just chill in front of A and be like, well, you can stay B, I guess. Nothing's happening around here.
Yeah, Mind Sanity is completely boxed in. Absolutely no room to maneuver. They need to push that B bomb side eventually. Good smoke against Magix, but Dan's on the other side.
Yeah, Mind Sanity, they need to get to the side, but look at Arctic. They're just waiting for them to push anything. Then it's mostly easy frags. Linux gets one back, but is he good for more? Dance gets killed. And without a single bullet left in the magazine, Linux gets taken out as well. That is, we said it already on Dust 2, Mosh's timings, insane.
Absolutely.
Like, he's pushing A ramp, he knows exactly what's happening. We see Arctic Gaming, a perfect defense on the B-bomb side.
It's just easy like that for him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Early on in the round, he positions himself there. Is not ever tested, pushed back, challenged in any way, shape or form. One flash flies over. He knows instantly no one's really around.
Yeah.
Keeps on moving, and Mind Sanity absolutely, well,
they
not
had
really
to
given
go
any
for
chance.
The B-bomb side,
yeah,
right?
they couldn't really
Yeah.
risk anything else. But still, yeah, so far, Mind Sanity on the T side, they try to go aggressive. They try to take B twice, I believe now.
Yeah.
And they failed twice
as well. The thing is,
yeah,
we haven't seen that much mid contest from Mind Sanity yet. They tried to, but Shopee got like counter pushed the last round.
Yep.
And now, to me, it just feels like Mind Sanity with the way they do set up and play together. Middle is just like, that's their destiny.
It would make perfect sense.
Yeah.
For sure.
Off we go, 13-5. Mind Sanity, another eco. And looks to be a fast A execute, but 3 players already waiting.
Sick read by Arctic Gaming.
Yeah.
Mosh
No
once again.
chance.
Perfect position. Deals with them. Almost on his own. Dance jamming in with 2 as well. And just like that, Arctic Gaming, they move up to 14. It is high time for Mind Sanity to turn this game around if they want to have even the slimmest of chances to bring it back here against Arctic Gaming.
Certainly need a good mindset. But the bear has awakened. Stance is now also on his beloved op. Oh, and that's beautiful. Oh, he doesn't see the player. Doesn't shoot. Canoe is still good for 1. Now that mid take comes in for Mind Sanity.
Losing Shu before it though. And Compe. Pretty cautious over towards the bomb side. Checks out the flash, shows some presence, but that's all that comes out from him. And Rulon now. Good position into ladder.
And I think he probably heard them, and I love that double car setup.
Oh, good B split coming through. Magix though, ready for the defense.
Oh.
Comp and Linux with the entries.
Dance gets 1 back, and that's how we know him. He gets the second one. It is just Compa left against 2. Able to grab the bomb. Yeah, he's looking for a kill first. Doesn't find it. Aragorn, a little bit of luck involved, but he does get the kill, and 7 map points right now for Arctic Gaming. That's kind of unexpected. Not gonna lie. Like, we said Arctic could get the map, but that is pretty straight up results. And Mind Sanity...
Well, Mind Sanity really didn't turn up on Mirage whatsoever, and still I have to tip my hat to Arctic Gaming. What they deliver here is so energetic, so aggressive, and so dynamic. It is really a pleasure to see. And I am super happy for them that they woke up here in map number 2 and are able to put up such a brilliant display.
Now watch Linux clutch this off. Yeah, that's like, I don't know. We just cursed it once again, I think.
Let's see. Yeah. 3 kills already to his name. Linux Still needs to find the last player. He's got plenty of time. Still a minute on the clock. And he's incredibly methodical in his approach. Does he expect magic already close on side? There we go. They do spot each other. It will be indeed Linux to find the frag. 4K once again turns it around for his team. Absolutely massive performance.
Yeah, nice 1v4 it was, I think, by Linux. Is it enough though? Is that the point where my Insanity finally wakes up and battles this map? Another mid take coming in. 3 Arctic players towards the B-bomb side, and that might be another perfect read. They're already through short and house. Anna, Mush against Duty, Linux and Chubby. And Chubby with the perfect move. It is just Mush left with a deagle.
The Arctic Gaming's economy pretty much in shambles. As right now, Linux still ready as ever. Instantly finds the head of Mush. Takes him out, and my Insanity, they do move up to 10. Finally make it into double digits. Now, you said there is a chance that my Insanity might still come back and claw their way back into this game.
I'm telling you, we jinxed it so hard.
It certainly starts with this round. It is an anti-eco. They need to convert it cleanly, not giving up too many players. Try to make it as smooth as possible. So far, it is looking pretty decent. Canoe, last man standing. Once again, out of the loop, out of the round. Hiding in kitchen, and the way my Insanity is playing, he's probably not going to be gifted any weapons.
Probably not. Would be a surprise to me. I am.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that Molotov.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, dude.
Get off.
We know.
Yeah. Is he going for the peak?
I might as well. Doesn't have armor. He does have a P250, but yeah, there we go. Rulon. Clean sweep, my Insanity. Only one player lost, I do believe, against that eco. So that is starting to look better.
If we jinx this,
well, I'm not taking.
So sorry, and I blame it all on you.
I am not taking any blame for that. I'm just talking about this game. You know, players are on the server. They can do stuff about that. I can't.
That is true. That is true.
Don't put that on me. That's not fair.
What's interesting though is,
just kidding.
The first few rounds, my Insanity went for that kind of like fast pushes as well. At some point it stopped working. Then they changed it up a bit. Didn't work at all. Now they go back to the fast pushes and it's working again.
Yeah.
So maybe it will stop working again.
You know, there are still 4 rounds. Arctic Gaming, they are sitting pretty on that map point. So it only has to work once. That's pretty high stakes for my Insanity. So they need to be flawless throughout the rest of this map, all the way into overtime. Oh, nice little double stack there in CT. Next dance free frag. There is a little gap under that smoke, I do believe. Linux sitting close by. And bomb. Not yet planted. 2 players left for my Insanity, and there we go.
Canoe
just
is
like that.
So good. He's the MVP for me. That's it. Said it right there. Such a good game by him. Arctic Gaming, take the second map. 1-1. Good draw.
Well deserved. Yep. Absolutely well deserved. No argument made there. Arctic Gaming, strictly the better team on Mirage.
Yes.
My Insanity, sure, they had a highlight here and there, and they in the end made it somewhat competitive, which is cool, which is good, which shows us they do have the composure to keep fighting, even through games where they are down. What was it? I think 8-1 in the beginning, something like that. It's a really, really tough spot to come back and find a way into the game again, especially on the CT side of Mirage. It is tricky, but they did show some perseverance and made it at least pretty close.
Yeah, I agree with that. In the end, Arctic Gaming was just that little bit too strong on Mirage, and I feel it's strange because it's the same way I felt on Dust 2, but exactly the opposite. I actually, like, from the third or fourth round, I kind of never had a doubt that Arctic is not going to win it. They just, from the get-go, looked stronger on Mirage.
It was a 10-5 half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On both maps.
Actually, yeah.
So we do have kind of a mirror situation there going on. One map for each team, so all squared up, and I think that was a very entertaining, very cool matchup. Really enjoyed this one.
Yeah. And we do have a second one after a short break, so while we're away, make sure to go on social media, use the hashtag ESLSwiss, and we will be back in around 5 minutes.
All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got him coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move. 3, 2, bringing summer to you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe.
It's hard, you know.
Sie sind am Zug. Wechseln Sie jetzt Ihr Internet zur Swisscom und wir schenken Ihnen ein Jahr lang das beliebteste TV der Schweiz und Netflix. Aber nur bis am 5. April.
Yes, nice shot, my friend. Cheaters ruining your plays? I have eyes on the enemy. Bad servers stopping your shots? What you need is ESEA. Advanced anti-cheat to stop cheaters. And the best servers around, all with 128 tick rate. ESEA, the best way to play CSGO.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
We are back and looking at a scoreline of 15-6 for CG against Fragbox Gaming on DE Nuke. And we will probably jump into the second match. That leaves enough room for a short talk about what we've just seen and also what Fragbox really is doing tonight.
Yeah. Fragbox, obviously, they are struggling quite hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look at the teams, I would say.
CG versus Fragbox. We just got confirmation as well that CG won the first map.
Yes, indeed. So CG, Fragbox. CG, I think a pretty new name in the scene, in this lineup.
Not the players though.
Not
right?
the players though,
yeah.
no.
Because if we look at them, we see Risk, Yahiko, Manberry, Neox, and obviously Nikista. And I'm telling you right now, Nikista had a baller game on Nuke with 26 frags.
Massive.
Yeah. Strong lineup. That's like, what else can you say?
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't really expect them not to turn up, right, in a game like that. So, only question mark for me personally, Neox. I'm not entirely sure where I have seen him before.
I think we've seen him on tournaments in Switzerland already as well.
Okay.
Certainly a very good player.
The rest, obviously, fantastic players all around. Best map, Inferno. Yay, 1 win.
Yeah.
Go CG. Apparently they're good on Inferno, so watch out.
Less enemies flashed than my Insanity though.
Yeah, true. So probably, who would have known?
Yeah.
Pretty aim heavy?
Probably, yeah.
Would make sense. So let's have a look at their opponents. Fragbox, DKH, BK, Polia, Slaptix, and Dulor. Also, pretty well-known names. They have been around for quite a long time, I'd say. DKH, in-game leader. Very involved, very well prepared guy, and obviously supported by a really nice lineup of players there.
Yeah, the French Linux.
Yeah.
Or the Swiss French Linux.
Kind of, yeah. Pretty nicely put there.
I'm very happy to see Slaptix back on like a top roster, so to speak.
Yeah, it's fun to see.
I really enjoy watching him play, and let's have a look at their stats. They did lose the first match, although, and here you can already see a lot of enemies flashed.
A lot of enemies flashed, but they are taking a pretty hefty hit in the KD department, of course, 0.84. Yeah, so far it's not looking too good for Fragbox. They're still waiting for their first win.
Yeah, they did lose the first match today against Gaijin, so yeah, Gaijin and CG battled it out last week against each other. Certainly two of the top contenders for the title, I'd say.
Yeah, you have to admit it. I mean, they are the top dogs. They are certainly the teams to beat this season around. Not really much to add there. Fragbox, really tough matchups.
Yeah, definitely. Originated out of the Kings lineup, obviously the winners of the last season as well.
Yep.
And what worse can there be than one Kings lineup? It's really two kind of Kings lineups.
The other side
Gaijin
of the lineup, yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So, yeah, your take on it, your prediction.
So far, honestly, you couldn't really go any other way, I feel like, CG. Going off the first map, they're just playing kind of in a different league as of right now than Fragbox. I would love to see them come back and put up a good fight.
Yeah.
I think it's a brilliant opportunity for them to grow, to mold their team to advance themselves and prepare for the enemies to come.
Yeah, let's have a look at the map picks. We obviously have just seen Nuke as the first map, but let's see what else we will have. Another Dust 2 and quite usual bans, except for Vertigo actually. So I told you.
Vertigo was in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Floater pick for Fragbox?
Definitely. I think they have Vertigo prepared. And CG, that was probably either they're very confident on all the maps, or it was just straight up gamble.
Well, I would give it to CG that they came into this veto with the mentality, let's just see what they bring to the table.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Let's just test the waters, see what we're up against, and we'll just deal with it anyway.
With CG winning the first map 16-7.
Yeah.
If we go back to the predictions, for me, I'm just like looking at the whole evening right now in Fragbox shoes, going down against Gaijin pretty clearly. Now losing the first map against CG, and by looking at the lineup, I know they do want to win those matches. They want to be at the top.
For sure.
So I think motivation-wise, I just think CG is going to win straight up.
I guess it's the safe bet.
Yeah.
I guess it's the safe bet indeed. Fragbox, obviously, you could make an argument, you know, whatever, it's the last map, just go full out.
Yeah.
Whatever, what's the worst that can happen, right?
Yeah, but you still need that communication, you need the team play, and that's the first thing that gets dropped once players start to feel frustrated and tired as well, obviously.
And it comes with stupid peaks, re-peaks, unnecessary risks taken, and CG, obviously, they are like the worst to go up against in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So it might be a pretty rough one. Let's see. We'll take it as it comes, of course. I certainly wish Fragbox best of luck, and I hope we still see some entertaining Counter-Strike, of course. It is going to be Dust 2 once again, and I have to say, I was slightly taken aback actually with Fragbox picking Dust 2 against CG. That's a pretty ballsy move, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because first of all, it's a very aim-heavy map.
Yeah.
Secondly, we've seen the lineup around Munberry, Reese, and Nikista to play this map over and over and over again. And although they're kind of like a mixed team, they always looked very clean on Dust 2. Like whenever we saw Dust 2, it was a very clean map. On the other maps, they had their flaws, but just due to the fact they're all monsters, they were able to win it. So it's, I don't know.
It's going to be
maybe they mispicked. Maybe they wanted to pick Vertigo and picked us too by mistake.
Who knows? Actually, interesting storyline.
Yeah.
Could be.
Let's
just go with that. Should they get stomped?
Yeah.
We'll just put it as a mispick.
Yeah.
Slight slip of the hand. You know, can happen. Happens to the best of us. So, either way, I personally would have loved to see Vertigo. Not gonna lie.
That would have been awesome,
slightly unfortunate autoban for me personally. But here we go. We'll see Dust 2 again. It's always good fun. It's a dynamic map. A lot of aggression, a lot of cool moves possible.
Yeah.
We've seen Mush finding every opportunity really to outflank his opponents. So who knows? Maybe Fragbox, they do have a good game sense and good read on what's happening as well. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, and we want to know what you think about that matchup as well, guys. Go on social media, go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you use the hashtag ESL Swiss. Tell us what you think, and just write while the players are still taking their deserved break, obviously. Once again, remember that this week, it's not all about this week. Next week on Tuesday, we will have more CSGO action with Spirits and his colleague. And on Thursday, exactly in a week, we will be back. In between, we have awesome Clash Royale action, obviously brought to you also from this studio. So, yeah, pick a day of the week, tune in and watch Swiss Esports.
Tune in all days.
Actually, yeah, tune in all days.
Always good fun.
Yeah.
Brilliant entertaining.
Yeah. And
don't miss out, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Entertainment-wise, how is the level today so far?
For me, absolutely delivered.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself to the max. Came here with big expectations, and they were 100% met.
Yeah.
So first map, we really couldn't wish for a better first game to cast, really.
Yeah.
So awesome there.
So maybe we will see a surprise on the second one as well.
Well, that would be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
No questions asked. I would take that gladly.
Yeah. And also, again, guys, if you think you want to see other teams, if you think you want to see your friends or your idols play live on stream, we will have a Twitter, poll every week for the plays or the matches that will be live. So
it is in
make
your hands.
sure, to participate on them. And it's basically your say. So if we have bad matches,
it's your fault.
It's your fault. Yeah, definitely. Well, we have 2 votes, right? If 100 people are
way
voting,
to viewer blame.
Yeah.
But it is obviously a straight fact. The poll does decide what we are allowed to cover.
Yeah.
Obviously, we are, well, in general, happy to cover anything.
Yeah.
But we do vote as well, of course. So we do have a say as well.
A little bit.
Just
like,
a tiny little amount.
Like 1%. Kind of depends on how many vote, right?
Exactly. That was a weird number to throw out there. 1%. Yeah. Okay. Exactly 100 players. Or
no, if 100 people participate, we together have 2%.
Yeah. So.
If 200 people participate,
but only if 1%. We actually want to cast the same match.
I don't think that happens too often. Like, I feel a lot of times, I feel like we have different opinions on which games to cast, actually.
Yes. It happens.
And then we pick your game and it's just bad one.
Oh, I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Game live in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Dust 2. I'm scoreline predictions. For me, it's gonna sound harsh, but I'm gonna go with a 16-5 for CG.
Nah, they'll make it. They'll make it into double digits.
I don't know. I just feel like once you see CG pop off,
16, 11. I'll give it to them.
11?
Yep.
All right.
They'll break into double digits.
That would really surprise me, actually.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Fragbox actually would be somewhat happy with that.
If that would be the first match of the day, a fresh Fragbox, 16-11, I'd say yes, I agree. Yep. But just it being the 4th map,
doesn't matter. They'll do it.
You think so?
They'll do it. Yeah, I believe. I'm a believer.
Okay. You think they had enough training during all the Faceit queues, the Faceit evenings to play 10 matches in a row? All right, good.
Absolutely. And they certainly did want to pick Dust 2 and not Vertigo. In my storyline.
In your storyline,
yeah.
All right. I have a different one, but let's see. We are about to go live. Both teams are now on the server. And also, looking if we quickly look at the table, or in our minds at the table, with the results today.
Okay. The rankings.
Yeah. CG, Gaijin, or you
saw a table and was already getting hungry.
Yeah, the rankings, yeah.
Fair.
All right. CG, Gaijin, kind of on the top.
Yeah, probably.
But afterwards, it's pretty stacked.
Oh, massively so.
Yeah.
And wide open
Love
as
that.
well. So there are definitely slots to be taken high up in the rankings.
Definitely.
For many a team.
There we go. The match is live, and what else would you expect but a mid push from CG? But Fragbox is ready. They do hit the B bomb site. DKH.
Yup.
As well as Claptics with the kills. It's just Nikki left.
There is a bomb dropped in upper tunnel. So that's
been there?
Yeah, we've
Oh,
seen that before.
What?
Ooh, Nikisa tanks a couple of bullets through that smoke. Now tries to isolate these players. Might be faced by both of them at the same time. Yes, indeed. And the Glock sprays are too much to handle for Nikista. He goes down. Fragbox Gaming off to a good start.
Yeah.
They only need 10 more rounds.
Yeah. Or
well,
4.
Obviously.
Kind of depends.
They need 15 more, you know.
Well, if they want to win, yeah. There we go.
Same old. Scouts in the hands
Yeah.
of Risk. Couple of deagles to go with it. Pretty much standard. Second round bye. And BK. That's the water towards the B-bomb site. Rattles off a couple of shots. Not going to connect onto anyone. As CG.
Oh, what a beautiful boost.
That was a cheeky one.
Yeah, they do tag Polia, and obviously with all those, with every tag, the Deagle gets way easier. Nicky gets 1 kill. He hears the others. Doesn't get DKH, but hears a lot of steps. And Risk tags another player.
That's already a lot of damage dealt onto the Fragbox players. Risk being caught out while falling back. Manberry with the Deagle. Tries to hold on for dear life. Not gonna happen. Archon too good with his scout. In turn. And Yahikon out together with Neox. What can they do? Coming in from short. 2 players already pretty low. So DKH and Polya.
Watch that, Nate. Oh,
both would go down with 1 shot.
That nade could have very well killed 2 players on the A-bomb side.
For sure, once again, cheeky boost coming through. And obviously, those Deagles and the nade. Even Armin on Niox. Niox? Not entirely sure.
I'd go for Niox.
Niox sounds dope. Let's stick to Niox.
Yeah. Deagle save it is. Obviously, both players are very, very capable of doing a lot of work with those. So even if the next round's gonna be more or less a full eco, you never really want them to have anything else but a USP, really. And even then,
Archon sticking with that scout. No doubt about it. He is a very capable player with it. Still, I'm looking forward to seeing him play in AWP. Fast push onto B-bomb side. Entry found. Polya takes care of Niox.
yeah, he
Frags
nearly
though,
gets 2 there.
coming through from the CTs. Pistols only, obviously.
Yeah, Risk with a kind of lucky shot through the smoke, and there's still 1 player in T-spawn.
Archon with the longest flank.
But it might actually just be enough because he spots no players CT, so they do know both of them have to be inside tunnels.
Oh, brother. I'm telling you, the Tech-9 is making a comeback.
It actually kind of is, right?
Yeah, I'm
During
getting
the
already
past
sick of
few
it.
weeks and months, we've seen a lot more Tech-9s again.
I
3-0.
have been destroyed lately in a Face-It match by Tech-9s. It
Seriously?
was so annoying. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah, the running one-tap potential of this pistol is just
It
dirty.
is not as
just
insane as
dirty.
it has been, though.
Yeah, you can't spam it.
Yeah.
But you can fly around corners one-tapping people.
That
in
is
corners.
true, yeah. Fast move by Fragbox. Risk misses that shot, but surely want the second. double kill for him. And it's a slaughter on the A bomb side. Risk with the 3rd kill, and the last one is known as well. And yeah, that's what we mean by CG is very capable of doing a lot of things.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
for sure. Obviously, Risk monster with the AWP. Well and truly. And of course, let's face it, the game only starts as soon as both teams have fully bought up. And CG this last round simply made quick deal.
I get goosebumps by seeing the orc.
Do you?
Yeah.
Meh, it's whatever.
I never was able to kind of handle the weapon.
Now, the AUG was easy. The SG was weird.
Still though, I kind of like that the weapon is still being played.
It's cool, yeah.
Because we had a time obviously where everyone kind of played the SSG or the SG and the AUG, but kind of fell down again.
Decently balanced, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue whatsoever with it. You can play in viable positions, no question. Good flash coming in from BK. Manberry gives up his position, drops down into CT. And this is certainly looking like a B split coming out. Good Molotov, keeps the terrorists at bay.
Yeah, really delaying their push, and
Manberry just a little bit too aggressive, swings out. Tries to clear those lines of sight, and Slapsticks, he will deal with it. Or quite handily. Yahiko sitting in the corner. AWP not gonna connect, but BK is ready to deal with him, and Risk better safe that AWP. Just worth a little bit too much to lose now.
yeah, Polya's hunting him. Doesn't get the kill. Risk takes him down. And saving that orb would be a massive deal, actually.
Yeah, they could probably quite handily buy around it.
Yeah.
Sure, Nikista sitting on 1.5k roughly.
Yeah,
Not a
it
big deal.
doesn't look like he will lose it.
Fragbox, obviously, on the other hand, also quite interested in just carrying over those 2 rifles into the next round. Little jump scare.
There we go. Yahiko, 2 beautiful kills on the B-bomb side. It wasn't enough, though. And yeah, Fragbox Gaming so far looking decent. Not letting CG get into the game at all. Except for that 1 round.
Not too shabby. DK.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, good patience. It is an expensive frag. Gives up most of his HP. But well worth it.
And once again, Fragbox very early with an advantage.
Ooh, upper tunnel push about to come through. That would have been the bomb. Aggression on both sides of the map. That is huge. Fragbox Gaming about to find one open area. It is short. They move on to the A-bomb site. And it is going to be a retake for CG. Now they are going to group up towards short. DKH should be cleared out, really. They do have the utility. Flash comes through. Good spotted in the end. Very well done. Slaptics now. It is going to be tricky. He knows there are 2 on short. Last player spotted as well, but Manberry too fast. Flying in from mid. Takes him down. That's going to be 2nd round full CG.
Beautiful flash there. Catching really 3 players off guard. And I love that one because it feels so rewarding if you have that patience to wait 2 or 3 seconds inside the Molotov and then get the kill. Nicely done. First eco coming in for Fragbox. As they kind of move around in front of a Risk, such an aggressive peek towards middle.
Yeah, because why not?
no one around A long, and I kind of like this one. Not really contesting against those Deagles. Just wait for them to come across the corner, or even wait for a retake scenario.
Flashes on point. Not really anyone in a position to profit off of it. Bomb. Gets jiggled around from player to player as the terrorists fall one after the other. BK, last man standing. It's just going to be a matter of time till he falls as well. Plant would have been nice, sure.
Yeah. Very nice move. I kind of like that defensive approach on the A-bomb side. If you know your opponent is on Nico, and you don't want to lose your weapons, because it's one thing to lose a weapon, but it's another thing to lose it on A long, where you really can't contest
for sure.
to get it back. Loads of flashes towards A long. Yeah, Hiko doesn't spot anyone.
Archon still a little bit tight on money, so he needs to settle for that scout. You haven't seen too many scout headshots so far tonight.
That is true. Very defensive approach, or static rather, for both teams right now.
Yeah, CG. About as passive positions as you can play in the default setup.
Oh, beautiful by Risk. The peak and the right timing. Gets an easy one on Archon.
TKH. Close to the A side. A little bit too close for comfort.
Gets a very important frag, and just like that it all falls apart for Fragbox as they lose all the players. And another eco for them. TG.
They buy a lot, though.
Yeah.
So it is rather a force, really. Or kind of a deco, I guess. And finally we do see a CZ in play. I love to see that. My man, DKH.
Risk with the peak A long. Doesn't get a kill. Slap ticks. Ooh. What a beautiful shot by Risk. And he's able to get away. 2 players now. One gets boosted, and that's a good move. Nikista only good for 1 though, but Risk through the smoke. It is just Polly and DKH left. Wow. Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
Clean up on the A-bomb side.
2 kills through that A-long smoke. Beautiful done. What was that shot? Wow.
That was cool.
Yeah. And that was also very unlucky by Nikista, because the second player was so low.
That's true, that's true.
Still though, CG. Look at the money as well. Nice tag from Slapdicks. Wasn't enough though. Xbox smoke.
CG once again, default setup. 1 player covering mid from close to B site. As Risk holds down that A short.
That was a nice bounce. And the Molotov still lands.
And Fragbox all grouped up. No real map control to speak of. As I say that, they start to fan out. Try to cover their angles.
Gotta be careful though, if they do any step, Nikista will probably hear them. Oh, Slapticks doesn't hit his shots.
Just about missed the timing.
And now they push out mid.
Unbeknownst to them though, 3 players are sitting on the B-bomb side. Make that 2 now.
And Nix is aware there's 1 player coming on top of him, gets the kill.
But he has lost his teammate.
Yeah, he just needs to survive right now. He gets another one. And he's buying so much time for his teammates to rotate in.
Utility. You and a team flash coming up. What a frag by Niox. Instantly on the head of BK. Last man spotted as well. Once again, Slapticks eats a flash. No chance to survive there.
Oh, he doesn't give it to him. Still, what a round by Niox.
Consolidation frag in the end, but that's all he's going to get. Yeah, that was marvelously done. Very pretty play there from Niox. Waits for his teammate's flash. Swings out with it.
As good as it can get, alone on the B-bomb site. Another buy rounds for frag box. One Mac-10 though. That Mac-10 already fell. Past a push. Risk is...
He's a wall, man.
Yeah, he's a wall. And I also like the fact TG went instantly for a short push when they knew a lot was going on A long, just to make sure to kind of like cover their mates towards A, so their opponents can really only come from one side.
Yeah, double push in upper con. Upper tunnels. I mean, obviously. As Nikis kind of gets caught out there a bit. Yeah. Niox instantly ready with the trade, so is Risk. This man's everywhere. And Archon.
Last one standing. He saw one player, but there's a lot more on the map than just one single player.
And as soon as he jumps up on that box, Niox is ready. Bit of a whip going on there.
29
from top mid. Just misses him. Oh. Okay, nice bait. Nice bait. Time to switch for that AK. Making a run for the site. Take cover. And this is going to be stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monberry in the end takes him out from short.
I think he meant to pick up the AK but got the AUG instead. Still, he does take down 2 players. Obviously not every day you take down 4 players as the last one standing. 7-4 for CG. They have arrived in the game. Another semi-buy, and Polya actually the only player that has forced. Maybe a sign of frustration.
Let's see, he is sitting towards a long. So trying...
Well, it might just be a hero AK as well, obviously.
Flash out into mid, Risk under a lot of pressure, is gonna get rushed down. If they could recover that AWP, that could actually be pretty big. They're not going for it, and Niox with a really cheeky... Oh my goodness! Good night, Archon.
Yeah, and just like that, it's BK left. Nikki gets him. 8-4.
Yeah, CG
everything
looking ready.
That was
last bullet.
Yeah.
Straight to the dome.
3 rounds left in that first half. And Fragbox Gaming finally able to buy up again, but we see it, if we look at the utility level, very low. Actually, CSGO says low, I'm saying very low. Do get
Fair
the first
assessment.
pick for once though.
Slapdicks against Risk. No, against Monberry. My bad.
Standoff.
Okay. Slapdicks really lucky to get away with his life there. Once again, push through tunnel coming through. Archon gets picked up. Yahiko ready for the trade. And Risk still ever so dangerous over towards A. Alright, fair enough. Not this time around. DKH gets the better of him, and that is going to secure them at least a bomb plant and a 2v2 after plant position.
I wonder if they're aware that there's a second player on A long still.
I do believe enough time has expired for them to start to cover all the possibilities.
No kills so far. DKH kind of fights in middle, that Molotov.
Oh, that is nasty, and they actually fully commit onto the double peak. And that cost them the round. So much damage tanked in that Molotov there. What a shot by Risk.
Yeah, he seems
What
very
can he do?
consistent. Like it. The thing about him is he just hits every shot. Like I rarely see him miss any shots, and that is obviously pretty good for a lob.
And he, yeah, of course, no doubt. But he also goes for a lot of shots.
That's true.
He is absolutely ready to take those risks. Yahiko now. Apparently doesn't even get a piece of the action. Niox too solid in defense. Polia, you don't want to peek that mid. They still try. And okay, fair enough for Risk. He does miss here and there sometimes.
Gets another one. Nikki on the A bomb side, still holding strong, and Neox on B.
Yeah, the HP starting to dwindle out for the terrorists.
That's such an aggressive positioning by him. As soon as that smoke fades.
Yeah, they're not ready for that push.
Polia left with 8 HP. There is Nikista. Gets the kill. 10-4 for CG. As we head into the last round of the first map. Looking at the scoreboard, it looks pretty distributed on both teams actually. Obviously we have one or two players kind of falling off or being on top, but overall pretty decent, as now Niox is on A long, getting the kills in A long, and Risk is mid, just pushing up.
Oh brother.
Still, it's a 3 versus 2.
I like the up tunnel push again from Yahiko.
I
instantly gives up the bomb side. Doesn't matter. Let's get a good position for a retake or instant flank.
BK will probably wonder, wait, what? There's no one P? That can't be.
Yeah, and he needs so much time to clear every angle here. CG.
Now they hear them. Yeah, Hiko's even just pushing him.
Okay. Yahiko actually just gave him a somewhat decent chance to pull off that 1v2.
I agree. But still, the way CG is playing, it's going to be very hard for BK.
It's going to be a timing.
Yeah, Manberry with a good refrag there. Saves the round. 11-4 for CG, and yeah, we kind of said it, right? It's so hard for Fragbox to go up, and I just like to point out that my prediction is way closer right now than yours.
Yeah, just you wait. They will start strong again on their CT side. They will put pistol. They will go up to 7, and here and there they will throw in
a round or two. Right.
1 or 2 rounds more.
Yeah, well, I can see it happening. I would actually love to see it happening.
I do still believe, but obviously, I mean, the writing's on the wall, right? Yeah. CG, they're just playing a somewhat different league right now. Even as far as Risk pushing up middle with an AWP late round, just no care in the world. Yeah. And even Yahiko last round now, you wouldn't really do that if you were fully focused and set on winning every round, right? So the fact that Fragbox Gaming, as of right now, is sitting on 4 rounds is even with somewhat of chances thrown their way by CG.
I agree. Second round, or second half rather, is live. We see 4 players for Fragbox moving towards the B-bomb side. So it's a full A retake. And CG, they probably wonder as well now, wait, what's happening? Hello? Is there anyone?
I like the mid push here.
Yeah.
Slightly delayed. Obviously, Risk already covering their flank. As he falls off and joins his teammates on the A push. Good frags coming in from TKH and Archon.
Bomb gets planted, but beautiful opportunities for Fragbox here. They have every single angle. They can push him from all sides. Monberry gets just one. There's one player on side, gets taken up by Archon, and now it's just Reese left, and surely not.
Either get on that bomb or face him together.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is making me nervous.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
What can you say?
Alright, there's not enough time.
Sure, you get the kill, but that was just somewhat poorly played. Fragbox Gaming not really on the same page. And CG just about get away with Tesla. Okay, Monberry, we saw that, we saw that.
What was that? Oh my god.
That was 100% pure reactions. Those are so satisfying, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you kill someone, just by
yeah,
your body just reacts.
Yeah.
Flick of the wrist. Okay, Risk. Oh no, never mind. That was Archon.
Yeah.
Sorry, it looked like a Risk play.
It did. It
Archon
really did.
Archon does it as well.
I like the move though. Able to tag another one in lower tunnels. Gets taken up by Risk, but still.
Good damage done.
Yeah.
Ooh, slapdicks. I like it. I don't like it. Why wouldn't you stay close?
Very slow approach, except for that push from Archon right now. And we see 2 AKs, 3 AKs actually already. None of them have been dropped yet, and smart move for CG to just move back and probably join forces and execute the side together. I have a certain feeling that Slapdicks might be greeted by 4 terrorists very, very soon.
2 of them are still pretty low, so that MP9
He's gonna get
could dish out quite a lot of damage. Oh, yeah. What a cheeky flash to the close corner, forces him to fall back. Sure, Polia is there with the scout, both get 1 frag. Okay, BK, he's ready, there we go, scout in action. 2v1, Nikista, last man standing, AK, down to 36 HP.
Nice.
And BK. Let's go.
Yeah, beautiful shots by him, takes out 3 players. And that's what we always mean by saying, well, every single scout attack matters, because look at him, he's just able to finish him off like he's using an op. And we have another result from the off-stream as Bubbles Gaming takes the second map against Jersey Boys. So it's gonna be a draw there. We had a draw on my Insanity's game as well. So the midfield looks very, very spicy right now.
Yeah, super competitive. Really like it. Niox. 1 more tag, okay. Nikista with the cleanup. Oh, that's an unfortunate smoke block.
Oh, with Archon, it's probably been hurt. No. That's one, but Niox once again. A beautiful deagle shot. Slapdicks moving back on short. 4 versus 3, and CG able to recover 2 weapons.
This is going to be applied to its B now.
Yeah.
B rotator has fallen. Call has instantly been made. And BK and Slapdicks.
Yeah,
in all honesty, you don't have any business going for that.
Yeah. Will they actually try it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Good move.
Posting up for exits. I mean, this can only go one way. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, I guess.
They do show themselves. Yaiko ready to fight from the doors. And Slapdicks might be lucky enough actually to make it out alive.
Might even catch one more player as he is getting pushed.
I mean, Yahiko.
Nope.
Okay, Yahiko is not even needed. Monberry goes for the duel, wins it. That Slapdick's gone, and obviously with that, 2 remaining rifles out of the hand of Fragbox Gaming, this is going to be a forest buy. Once again, the Scout and the Eagles. Nothing like it. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at the CT side, obviously. Yeah, so CG. Scout as well. FAMAS. taking off the hands of the CTs earlier on.
Oh, Nicky gets the kill on Polya. Very early.
Polya fighting for long control solo. It is pretty rough. Should he be faced by more than 1 or 2 players? And Arthon struggling a bit.
Gets taken away by Niox in the end. Nikista gets the kill on BK, and look at that Monberry just going on top of the box, being aggressive.
Oh,
and it's just Slaptick's left.
They even get the bomb down.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Really is. He's moving on top mid, but there's already 1 player waiting for you. That's unusual.
Yeah, they're everywhere. No surprise there, it is Risk.
Yeah.
Hunting for those frags. Padding those stats.
14-5. Another half buy coming in for frag box.
Full
just
force.
some deagles.
Full force.
Yeah.
They've had enough.
Yeah.
It is going to be the Hail Mary play. Interestingly enough, once again, they do show some presence over towards long. Monberry goes out completely blinded. Easy frag for DKH.
That's the call for B. They know around 3 players are towards A long. BK, however,
okay,
puts up a fight. Only good for 1 though. Ooh.
Oh, and looking short. Looking short. Nikista, now's the time to pounce. Those are 2 free frags. Aye! Not quite.
Unlucky.
Not quite.
Risk is left. Is he aware that there's 1 player close to the door? Yes, he is. He actually gets the kill. And if he's patient enough...
Oh, timing.
Right.
Just about makes it in.
Unlucky. Now he knows.
Just is up, bomb is down.
Tactics has 1 flash left
and most likely 1 shot.
Yeah.
So I better make it count. Risk. Playing close to the smoke.
That is so cheeky, but Slaptics is aware, gets the kill. And with that, the 6th round for frag box.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Good patience. Good patience coming out in a situation where you not really expect him to have much of it left.
Yeah. He's having a good game. Along with BK, 14 kills.
Yeah, not looking too shabby.
Yeah. There we go. Obviously, CG with a lot of money on their banks, able to buy up again.
Also, I would like to point out that the worst fragging player on the CG side is, of course, at the moment, Yahiko only trailing Slaptics by 1 single frag. So that tells you a story.
Yeah. Another entry, very fast by CG, out middle. Don't think there's anything Fragbox can do about it right now. They do get BK on the B-bomb side. 4 versus 2, and there's still 1 player middle. Risk, he's having a party. Finally gets taken out.
3 versus 3. It is notoriously difficult to retake the B-bomb site.
Yeah.
Still, even with the inverted door, I feel like it is pretty tricky.
And look at that utility. They just block the window over and over again.
Oh, goodness me, wow. Nikista. Why you have to do them like that?
Lovely, lovely. And that's 9 map and match points for CG coming up.
Yeah, nothing really. In the bank account of Fragbox Gaming to contest. The Eagles once again. And exactly 4 flashes. And CG, time and time again, it is going to be 2 players towards long, rest towards tunnels.
Oh, look at Archon. That is perfect. He might catch 1 player.
No, Risk is ready. Risk is ready.
Think so?
Yeah, there he is.
Wow. Did he hear him or?
Yeah, I would assume so, yeah.
Right. Slaptics known as well, being aggressive short. to make sure he's covering all the angles before he's moving forward.
Short boost? Or just a stack? Okay, it's just a stack.
Nice kill by Nikki. Gets one of those two short players. There's still Slapdicks. He's going for a peek right now. Ah, doesn't hit that shot with the Deagle. But he's clever enough to move back. And Niox now, they are aware there's no one else on the A-bomb side. It's just a player on short. So long is free.
And Nikki is obviously still covering their flank. From top of mid, takes out one player. As does Niox, and DK, last man standing, is being faced in CT and will go down to the AK of Niox. And this is going to be it, just like that CG. Takes care of Fragbox Gaming in the second game as well. Yeah, I mean...
Quite convincingly.
Yeah, very convincingly, and not a massive surprise.
Yeah.
Still, I guess Fragbox Gaming, they will take from this game whatever they can. It is not going to be all that much, really, other than, well, they probably were just better than us today.
Well, to give it a little bit on their side, 4 maps in a row against CG and Gaijin.
Yeah,
it is rough.
It was rough. It was rough from the start.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And you said it before. It is going to be a grueling day.
Yeah.
If you look at your matchups and you see that coming towards you, and certainly after the third map, you are mentally exhausting. It is just what it is, right?
Yeah.
Losing is not fun. It is very taxing, and beside that, playing 4 maps of Counter-Strike in general is pretty tough.
Yeah, it is,
so
especially on a level like that. Well,
yeah,
it is way easier if you just go for like a face-it puck.
Obviously, that's something completely different.
But if you go for like a very focused mindset, always trying to be very precise, also remember executes, smokes, etc.
Yeah,
that can be very, very tiring. That is true.
For sure.
We are looking for an interview with a player. I suppose it will be Niox.
Niox, yeah. Cool.
That would be cool. So I will quickly wait for him. I'm tired as well. So, yeah.
It is getting late.
It is getting late indeed. So 2 beautiful games. One was a little bit more clear than the other one. Still though, a lot of CSGO actions. Beautiful frags as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's be honest. Even if it was one-sided, there is still some sort of entertainment in seeing the guys
like
from
CSGO
CG
Yeah.
running around and headshotting people and going for a sick place. So it is still really cool, even for us to cast it. Always appreciated. Of course, as well for Fragbox Gaming. I know it is tough. I know it is difficult. But still, they are here to play, and they do compete against the best. And that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. Also, just to keep it in mind, we do have a full season, right?
Yeah.
Because that season is not decided on one evening.
No, of course.
There's so
We're
much
just at the
room to
beginning.
come back, to get into the playoffs and still participate.
Oh, yeah.
And once the playoffs start, everything is reset to 0.
Exactly.
Start again. Everyone counts again. So, yeah. That's
so, unfortunately, the player that we were hoping for, the interview, is not available. So, I guess we will have to forego that program.
Yeah, this time.
Unfortunately. Yep.
Hope we get one next time. Also hope we get one on Tuesday, maybe. Obviously, on Tuesday once again, we will have Spirits and his colleague casting here instead of us.
Yes.
The next match day, and next Thursday we will be back with the 4th match day. On Wednesday it's gonna be Chief Avalon and Don Rigoni bringing you some Clash Royale action. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to that channel. Also make sure to go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, and use that hashtag ESL Swiss if you want to let us know anything. And with that being said, let's have a look at the standings after that second match day of tonight.
Absolutely. So Gaijin and ZG topping the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Who would have known? It is kind of what you would expect, really. The two teams to take the lead, followed by Mindsanity, Bubbles Gaming, Prefu, all somewhat close to each other, 6, 8, and 9 points. So definitely here to play. Jersey Boys, Arctic Gaming, and Fragbox trailing a bit. Of course, Fragbox Gaming, their result is somewhat skewed as of right now. Going up against the toughest opponents early on, it is going to be kind of an uphill struggle from there on. But still, Jersey Boys and Arctic Gaming both with points on the scoreboard. It is starting to shape up like a really, really fun and exciting season, and I'm looking forward to our next games.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Nothing really to say about the lineups right now. Remember, the second match day, everything is fairly close together. I'm really looking forward to the next games, and especially to all the games that Fragbox will be playing, because they're kind of the indicator right now of how strong CG and Gaijin really are.
Absolutely. Everyone who goes up against them kind of needs to come up to that point and shows what they can do, and it is going to be somewhat of a gauge.
Yeah, I agree
for the skill level in total. Yeah.
Also, make sure to follow the teams on social media as well if you want to support them. Always important as well. You can follow Kairos as well on social media. And,
sure, if you want to.
You have beautiful posts.
So many.
Once every 12 or 13 years, there's like a really good post from you.
I really
Mostly
should.
It's a retweet.
I really should step up my Twitter game.
Oh, that's fine.
I might.
You might?
And,
that would actually really surprise me.
Would it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, get ready.
All right. I'm done. We were getting ready.
And talking about Twitter, by the way, don't forget to vote for our upcoming matches. Tell us what you want to see. Just make sure your voice is heard. And so make sure this way you will be entertained for the next coming match days as well.
Yeah. You can do that on the @ESL Swiss account. You can also follow @Swisscom_gaming. They will probably repost it and retweet it. So you will be aware of that as well. Is there something else to say tonight?
Well, in general, huge thanks for everyone tuning in. As always, it is a pleasure for us on our side. I hope it is for you as well. And if you have enjoyed yourself only half as good as I have, then, well, congratulations. You had a lovely evening of Counter-Strike. I certainly had.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure. It feels so very good to be back here, sitting in the studio, bringing you some Counter-Strike.
And that was only the first match day for us.
Yes, I know.
There's so
it's awesome.
much more to come.
So cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, guys. We are done for today. We wish you a beautiful evening. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you again next week. Bye-bye.
It's hard, you know. I just wish someone on my team would have told me. Apparently, I'm really not that good with this thing. Also, I die way too often in apartments. Seem to never have enough money on buy rounds. And flashed 4 teammates just yesterday. Wait, what? I didn't.
You did, Sean.
Oh. But I'm much better with the 5-7 than you are, Elias. And I got 34 entry kills last week. And I should actually be playing B-side. I'm much more useful over there.
What grade did you get this week?
I got a C. That's not too bad, right?
Let's go.
Nope, gotta go. If you want to know what you're good at, and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Sie sind am Zug. Wechseln Sie jetzt Ihr Internet zur Swisscom und wir schenken Ihnen ein Jahr lang das beliebteste TV der Schweiz und Netflix. Aber nur bis am 5. April.
Yes, nice shot, my friend. Cheaters ruining your plays? I have eyes on the enemy. Bad servers stopping your shots? What you need is ESEA. Advanced anti-cheat to stop cheaters. And the best servers around, all with 128 tick rate. ESEA, the best way to play CSGO.
You ready? Huh? Hey, boy, he's a good boy, huh? You ready? Huh?
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Psst. Rejoignez maintenant Swisscom pour votre accès Internet et nous vous offrons pendant toute une année la TV préférée de Suisse et Netflix. Mais seulement jusqu'au 5 avril.
What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Stardust drips and shines brightly in the eye.
stay with me when the sun doesn't go down. We will drift away until the day the world stops spinning, 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 until the day the world stops spinning.
High and rich, rich and high. Lex. Yeah. Yo, got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple dickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. Ladies, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your best friend could go and develop a new twerk scene. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Understand you can't hurt me. I got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple dickies chilling in my room who be shaking it like the twerk team. Shaking it like the twerk team. I'm in my room watching Netflix, surrounded by wet chicks, passing that sticky, we smoking that Vestas. Yeah, God, you know we do it. One showing off, yo, we come to cruise ship. Yeah, it's the A6M. I see you hate, but you rating them. Don't make sense like paying with card. Who do you know that's slaying this hard? Beats be banging, we making discard. Have your girlfriend run straight to my yard and have her up in my bed. Yeah, 20 minutes, I'm dead. I tell her, okay, leave. No Snapchat or back chat, please. What color is your backpack? Yep, green. Tell your boyfriend he's a whack twat. G. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Let's go. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Got a couple dickies chilling in my room. We'll be shaking it like the twerk team. Ladies, show me where them curves be. Curious, I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your bestie can go and develop a new twerk scene like. Shaking it like the twerk team. Shake it.
Yeah. Ay, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, yeah. I'm killing your favorite rapper with minimum effort. Yeah, your coach getting severed. The industry dry as a desert. Do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping this basic, skipping this classes. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, again, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we counting them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me. To be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. This is fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What about too hard, ayy? What about too hard, ayy? About too hard, ayy. They not gon' like this. Don't like surprises. I cause a crisis. Man, I'm a scientist. With the music, I spice things up to my liking. Man, I want nice things, nice things. That's not an AK, it's a Uzi. I pull up and shoot it to movie. I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie. Cut ties with the fake, now it's Gucci. Word of my nigga from the 021. You count 6 shots and I count 2 guns. Some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun. Yeah.